Top of the top. We up, we up. We back again. What's up, y'all? Let's go, let's go, let's go. All right, y'all. We back again. What's up, man? How y'all doing this morning? What's up, Shice Black? What's up, bro? What's good? What's up? What's up, y'all? What's up, Charlize, EK, PJ? What's good, man? What's up, Fatima? What's up? Good morning. All right, y'all. We back at it again. Today should be funny. What's up, what's up, Black Unity? Appreciate you for catching it live, man. Appreciate it. Hey, I know sometimes it's nothing like the live. So anyway, man, we gonna get into it, y'all. I got laughs today, so this is gonna be a good TGIF. Things starting to get a little bit entertaining. Only problem is it's still more trash. Anyway, we're gonna get into it, man. How y'all doing this morning? Friday, man. Been a long week. I was tired yesterday. It's like sometime by Thursday and Friday the week just catch up to me, man. Especially this heat, running around. I was burnt out yesterday, man. We're gonna get into it, man. So we're gonna be talking about a few things today. Every day is nothing but an update. Everything happened already. So until things go forward, it's a lot of stuff that already happened already, man. So all I've been doing is bringing clarity, stuff like that. But yeah, everything is coming to light, man. That's all it really is. So 50 Cent did an interview with GQ magazine, and he spoke about some of the things we've been, the people have been speaking about. Basically, man, 50 was talking about how a lot of rappers knew how Diddy got down, but they was turning their head for the money. So once again, man, 50 Cent said Diddy tried to take him shopping. I've been got it clear a long time ago. So this thing, like this, all of this stuff with Diddy was nothing but if all you had to do was add up every year he did something. I remember the first year he came out said he was a metrosexual. That was like early 2000s. I remember that. So I would just put all of it in a folder. When Clyde Davis said he wrote that book, when Clyde Davis wrote the book and exposed who he was, I put that. So I bet got a clue what Diddy was like. So, but I'm gonna be honest, I never looked at it like I just looked at it like he was just doing him. But when I looked at the reality of the game is he the one he had all the power. He was just playing a low key role. And it's a lot of stories about Diddy, man. Meaning, rumors and none of that stuff is fact, but I'm just gonna say one thing about a lot of his stories, it's the same thing in a lot of his stories. I'm gonna say none of Diddy's stories are true. But in the Diddy fairy tales, it's always a story of somebody, he making somebody touch. Got it? All right, man. He been making people do stuff. Busta Rhymes song called Touch It. Word is, Diddy was in the studio when he wrote that. Because the word is, Diddy was the type, he was on that making people touch it. He touching it. You see? I think Diddy was behind SWV because it was said he was making them go downtown. So those are rumors I heard on him. Like on some arrogant way, trying to, like his way of forcing power on people. Like he would just do stuff just to do it. You see what I'm saying? So that none of it is a fact, but it's a lot of allegations on that, and that's part of the storyline. As far as the allegations on him that was some of his aggressive behavior in his battle to allegedly try to maintain supremacy over the hip hop industry. He would do certain things. We're gonna go there, y'all. I had to drop the link, y'all. Give one more second, man. Sorry about that. YouTube is not pushing out videos. No, you must fit. They got YouTube set up like sports bet. You never know what you're gonna get. So anyway, man, we out here, man. We up. All right, man. That's enough, man. I shared it enough. Anyway, man, let's get to it, y'all. All right. Happy to see y'all this morning. What's up, One Deep, Slim Jimmy? Also giving y'all time to pull up. What's up, OG Tiger? What's up, Shayla? Good morning. What's up, 704 Chino? All right, y'all. Let's go. As well as we get started, we not stopping. Shout out to everybody in the back. Shout out to the replay family. Shout out to everybody that sent the cash apps this week. Shout out to everybody with members only. Shout out to everybody that just enjoys the content. Participate, come back every day. Salute to y'all. Hats off. You know what I'm saying, y'all? So let's go. It's time for me to do what I do. Let's go. Yeah. Camron, they on your ASS. I told y'all all, y'all gonna keep playing online, and little by little, you're gonna play yourself, you're gonna expose yourself, and you're gonna lose all your credibility. But at this point, y'all already are written out of history because you did it to yourself. Camron, the honest to God truth is you will never be known as the great Dipset movement because this generation ain't gonna know nothing about that because you didn't carry it well. None of y'all did. Y'all made a mockery of your own brands. And in the end, just prove Camron actually thinks he thought YouTubing was more important than rapping. Cardi B want Camron to feature. He talking about he busy with YouTube. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh man. Bro, if I'm a rapper, I'm getting every goddamn rap check on the table. I'm a rapper, fool. Everything else I do second. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. You also prove they don't know how to multitask. So we'll get into that. Nah, y'all, we up. Hold up, y'all. I said, I had to set the link out. We up. What's up, PJ? So, yo, also the other day, CHRISEAN talking, like, all right, look, she's stepping her parenting up, y'all, so I'm going to be positive. CHRISEAN been listening to what been said. We'll get into that. Because the word is, CHRISEAN Jr., going his birthday next month. Where it is, he couldn't talk or walk. We'll get into that. All right, y'all. We definitely up this morning on this Friday, man. I'm about to take off, man. All right. Because y'all about to laugh today. So the whole plan today is to make you bust out laughing, spit up coffee. Hey, you might be at work, but the plan is to make you bust out laughing today. Because let's go. 50 Cent is providing more facts, all right? Because we already know around here, Diddy is the most funniest character on this thing. 704 Chino, what's up? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. All right, man. So, 50 Cent sat down with GQ. So I'm letting y'all know this conversation is not in the hip-hop bracket, all right? GQ Magazine. World Magazine. Just to make it clear the importance of this conversation he's having. When I spoke about the things of it was important for certain rappers to separate themselves from that stuff so they can move on with their career. It's like this, y'all. They were pledging allegiance to criminals as if they were going to look innocent. Meaning, if Diddy was considered a criminal, me aligning myself with him in silence, is that good or not? So like I said, they had it. That's how I'm saying when Diddy, all this Diddy stuff, you could tell they panicked. Just because Diddy's my friend or he put me on don't matter. I don't got to sit here and act like ain't nothing happening. See, that's another reason why Camron exposed. Y'all have all this energy now, but before you didn't. Meaning you ain't do nothing. No, Camron. You was talking sports when Diddy was in trouble. And then after that, you start talking about rap again. So I'm trying to tell y'all, it's called time. So how many times? You're not going to cheat for all the time. Saturn rules the clock. So in everything you do, it's a matter of time. We all on a timer. But the rappers been ran out. You know why? Because they don't want to accept the fact that they already made their deals. They already got their deals. They already got their money. They already touched the most money they're going to see in their whole life. But they don't want to accept that part. So, in the pursuit to get the money, you also going to see, like I said, I put together a lot of stuff. We knew the whole play. We knew they always going to go broke. We knew they always going to be YouTubers and podcasters because I knew the bag went to prison. It's called Diddy. And I knew the other bag named Hove, he was in the cut. So today I gotta say, man, I got it against Hov. But one thing I'm gonna respect about that boy Jay-Z, he controlling men's souls. And when y'all heard about Jay-Z's business, he buy souls. He buy grown-ass men. And one thing Diddy and Jay-Z know how to do, they the masters of making tough guys tone that tough guy stuff down. And when Jay-Z and Diddy finish with your ass, you're going to be like a first grade student. Got it? And you're going to be silent. Because that's how they roll, man. So like I said, all 50 Cent is telling how a lot of rappers knew what Diddy was doing. And we got to always remember this. He was doing it for decades. And it was so many, like YK Osiris, one of the people that showed you. He was a singer. He was of the new generation. I guess he had talent. He from Florida. But he just disappeared after that. Florida, Young Miami, Florida, where that freak-off mansion was at. So, 50 Cent is separating himself from all this. But once again, for the new people, I spoke about the people that don't separate themselves from Diddy will not have a career. Meaning they will not be seen again in the public eye. Meaning they will not be on a certain level. I told them all that. That's why they all stuck in YouTube purgatory. These are facts. That is nothing they're going to do. Because it's an individual thing. It's no different from if when all of us go to college, we got our degrees, but it's up to what we're going to do with our degrees when we graduate. They always in the same game. They all sign contracts, but you're able to see they were successful businessmen. You know that because they didn't even take control of their careers to the next level. And to this day, they prove they don't have control of their career because without Jay-Z, they have nothing. People on platforms, I still see that word revolt. So they didn't do nothing. Meaning, if I'm a rapper, the least I could have had was my own goddamn channel, my own money, my own business. And I'm getting paid on my channel. Now I can tell you guys all my rap stories on my channel, and that's all my money. I don't got to do shenanigans. I can just be myself and just chill at my last day. They didn't do that. They still doing top. I knew, see, what rappers don't get, what made them lame is when they start covering topics. Lame as hell. You a rapper, Wendy Williams used to cover you. Now you Wendy Williams. No, these rappers showed me what really happened is Wendy influenced them, and a lot of them always wanted to be Wendy. That's what it's showing me. Because if you notice, the New York rappers, a lot of their podcast formula just like Wendy. Especially Camron. So like I said yesterday, can't you see Cam and Dan was raised with each other? Guys, the truth is, Harlem do run their mouth. So when Harlem always accused of snitching, it's not hard to figure out, y'all. When Harlem dudes always accused of being cops, it's not hard to figure out. Because even online it plays out, Harlem dudes talk the most. They got motor mouths. Yes, they do. They tell everything. And they're the masters of speaking on people that's not around. They always speaking on other names. Tell you, Harlem dudes, man, y'all telling yourself. That's why I respect G. Dill, because only reason why I say that, because he admitted he was a cop. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, just the way they talk, you can tell what time they on. But they never had the same energy for Diddy. I was waiting for a rapper to trash his ass. Even if I called Diddy back, Diddy called me up, I say, my bad, bro. I had to do what I had to do, man. Sorry. I'll look out for you later. Man, I would have trashed his ass. Just to do it. Clown joke. Because my career got to go forward, y'all. So, even with this, I'm talking about Camron because his shenanigans starting to look like he broke. Look like all these shenanigans. Guys, when you big get money on YouTube, all you got to do is work. You'll get your money every day. You ain't got to do all that extra hype. No, y'all. Told you they ass be in contracts. And when you in contracts and them views start going down, man, you got to pull the shenanigans, pull out a hit record. So, this story is not just a Diddy story. It's not just about him talking about Diddy. It ain't about that. It's about him talking to GQ and the rest of the world. Y'all know GQ is a magazine for what? Businessmen. Professional men. It's not a hip-hop magazine. So, 50 got a lot of pride. He got things going on. We'll leave that alone. So, I spoke about how he plays around in the hip-hop world. He gonna act a fool. He gonna troll, do all that. But when he get on the real platforms, he's gonna be another person of business. So, he basically is on there separating himself, basically saying like, yo, everybody, a lot of people knew what Diddy was doing, but since Diddy had all that money, They was acting like they were looking the other way. But then he also saying, basically, Diddy was outright. He was out. So a lot of people knew. And he's talking about the rappers. How when you inspired by this man, you want to be like him. Didn't I tell you everybody got a little bit of Diddy in them? God damn it, I even see when I seen Diddy and Boosie. Like I said, Diddy done touched a lot. The whole concept of the floss and popping, y'all know Diddy got a certain persona. I can say the whole down south followed the Diddy persona, even down to Birdman. I can say it, because that's what happened. Because Diddy was the first $100 million man in this game. On that level. You know what I'm saying? He did show them how to party. They say Jay-Z taught them how to get money. Well, Diddy showed them how to party after you get the money. So they can lie in front all they want, but they know their inspirations. So I'm saying that because, when it came time to the world, people didn't separate themselves from him, y'all. You get it? So now we're going to look at what 50 Cent said in this interview. Top of the top. He added that being around Combs made him uncomfortable, saying he just was a little more touchy. We know that. We was able to see that through pictures. Then came the line driving, the 50 Cent Diddy feud back into headlines. He wasn't in the closet, Fifth said. He was like in the hallway where you could see that there's something going on, but you just don't know what exactly to say. Because he got power. Moreover, the Grammy winner offered a theory for the silence around the Diddy controversy. Silence, see? Everybody in the world knows it was a big silence of his affiliates. So this is what I meant by, in the end, they all going to be looked at how they looked at, and they're not going to escape it. And I told you their careers are not going forward. Because everybody that was silent is looked at as either a Diddy victim, a Diddy participant, or a Diddy friend that was going to ride to the end. It's that simple. So right here, in hip-hop, it follows aspiration. But see, the theory for the silence around Diddy controversy, all in hip-hop, it follows aspiration, he continued. As long as you're financially in a spot where they aspire to be you, they won't be sure if they don't like what your choices are. They'll look and go. Get it? Well, maybe you know, so they didn't say anything about it. Meaning they tolerated his behavior. So around here, it ain't hard to figure out. We know what his behavior was. Why? We saw every article that dropped. Every article that dropped, we running through the articles, busting out, laughing, having a ball. Each day we going seeing rappers not talk about nothing. We looking at stories of power drill. To this day, we don't know who was the victim of power drills in that room. So many stories. To this day, we don't even know who was in those stories. But like I said, a lot of the people that's in his stories are still walking around and still acting like ain't nothing happened. But they his victims. Because Little Rod told me, I don't gotta know Diddy my whole life. If Little Rod watched Diddy, if he was with Diddy, when Diddy allegedly career was over musically, he told me what Diddy do to him in that house. Why they recording? Because I noticed that part too. Little Rod's stories was not just about how they was chilling, Diddy come out of nowhere. It was hip-hop stories. Little Rod would talk about how he's ready to make this track and work on the beat, and then Diddy just come on and grope him. On the ledge. See? It was said that he also does a lot of things. Little Rod also spoke about how Diddy turn you into a drug dealer. All right? When they said his maids had fanny packs with pink dope in it, Little Rod was in there allegedly filming this man with a camera, doing drugs. You see what I'm saying? So I'm going to say Diddy got power. He got all that stuff thrown out. But allegedly, Little Rod told me. So when Little Rod was telling me them stories what Diddy did to him, automatically I just started thinking about all other rappers Diddy was around. Because I was like, he was around Little Rod last. But he was around people for 30 years before that. So I thought about all that stuff Lil Ross said, and I said, oh, that's what he was doing in the studio. That's what all that horse playing was about. Then remember that picture y'all all saw go viral online, right? Where it showed Biggie in the studio with Puff, and Biggie got the side eye. And it was like even Biggie know what Diddy do in that studio, remember? So yeah, y'all. No. 50 telling the truth, man, they sold out for those riches. But now they riches in jail. They doing bad, y'all. It's to the point where I don't even want to look up their net worth no more. Did that last year. I don't want to look it up no more. You know what I'm saying? Because I know nobody's making no real money. Because anybody that was banking on urban culture to spend money, urban culture got bills to pay. Meaning all that money is not being blown right now. I'm sorry. I know that for a fact. No, I know that for a fact. People spending more money on DoorDash than a concert ticket. These just facts. And gas. So I understood that this was a corporation that banks on each other, and this man was the bank. Jay-Z is the bank. And when the bank stopped, they're going to start starving, and they just on our level with a bigger name. So 50 telling you, basically, man, these dudes sold out for money, and that's what happened. So I think after they off, meaning you're going to see something. This how I was able to know. When I'm like, yo, the same people that hung around Diddy, always known to be with Diddy. Now they all with Jay-Z. The same characters. Because I was like, when they was hanging with Diddy, they wasn't hanging with Jay-Z. Also, because Jay-Z wasn't hanging with them. You know what I'm saying? Because when all this stuff happened, I told you, it was like a big unification. We got to all come together. But it just seemed like they all came together against Diddy, not for him. Got it? It's like they all came together to separate themselves on some, Diddy's about to get life. We're going to move on with our life, and we're going to play this one out. We're going to ride this one out. We're going to be quiet the whole 2025 when this Diddy trial over with. I'm going to get to the casino, y'all. We're going to be straight. When I get to the casino, y'all going to come through, perform. We're going to get this money. Diddy going to be gone. I got y'all. No, New York, we back. I think that was their program, y'all. But the whole thing to me that's deep, the illest thing ever, y'all, is how Jay-Z got all of them in contract. To me, that's one of the illest things. Because they always was all up under Diddy. When Jay-Z was in the crib, doing his family thing, his business role, he wasn't rocking with them at all. When Jay-Z was on his White House era, he wasn't rocking with them. Not like that. They was with Diddy the whole time. You see what I'm saying? So that's what made it all weird. But 50 telling you, they knew what he was doing. That's why in his picture, it's a joke. We say Diddy was tickling Fabulous in his picture with his hand. So Fabulous party with him a lot. But in the end, you got results. You know for a fact that Emily B got pissed off because he been hanging with Diddy for 30 years. For this picture probably from 2002, 5. He was hanging with Diddy this long. So if Fabulous wanted me to think that you hung with Diddy this long, and I know when y'all was first around Diddy, y'all were young. 20, 21. So y'all was around Diddy 30 years. 25. Now y'all looking like dysfunctional grown men, meaning you can't take your career to the next level on a grown man level. That's what I mean. They all showed us without that music industry, they can't take their career to the next level because Diddy, like I said, when you down with Diddy and Jay-Z, you was going to win regardless, y'all. You can see it now. Everybody that was down with them won regardless. When they stopped dealing with them, they couldn't pick up their career. Also, what's up, y'all? I'm going to throw this out here for my old hip-hop heads, right? Yo, I'm going to be honest with y'all. That AZ album, that AZ did some stuff. He got some nice stuff on there, y'all. AZ got some grown man rap. He got some grown man rap vibes. Y'all know AZ. My hip-hop people know what I'm talking about. Y'all know the same vibe, but Life's a Bit. AZ got a grown man vibe, y'all. It sound fire. I heard about 3. To me, AZ, far as AZ from that era, he sound the best to me. Far as still got the New York hip hop beats element, but he brought up to a grown man level where the songs I heard from AZ, the type of song you can play around the crib when you chilling. Like, you know what I'm saying? You in the crib vibing, put on AZ. All hip hop heads that know what I'm talking about, check out that AZ stuff. Check out AZ album. He got a couple videos on YouTube. Now, AZ transition. All that stuff Jadakiss and them doing, no, they playing around online with freestyles. AZ dropped some grown man rap, y'all. Straight up. Grown man rap. Straight up. I ain't gonna lie to you. It sound good. Like good. It sounds like good music. Jadakiss, when we gonna party. And you'll see Jada was still wearing shiny stuff because they was in Atlanta and Mason in Atlanta in the church. And they were still together. So I'm saying all that because 50 is telling you they were the ones that was turning their head because that money was good. So it's right here. And in hip-hop, it follows aspiration. As long as you're financially in a spot where they aspire to be you, they won't be sure if they don't like your choices. Meaning, if Diddy gonna do something, they ain't gonna say no anyway. Because of that money. And Jadakiss keep forgetting Diddy discovered you. Diddy discovered you. That's a difference. It's a difference if you went to Bad Boy and Diddy made you rap and he signed you to a deal. He discovered y'all. But y'all act like that's never happened. And y'all keep acting like young people don't look at history and facts of y'all all over Diddy's first hit album. It's in history. So, like I said, if they were smart, if I was one of the dudes that helped Diddy's greatest song, let me bring this back, y'all, because a lot of people don't remember history. His greatest song in history is all about the Benjamins. That's his greatest song of all time. That's Jadakiss and them. So my point is, I'm not ruining my credibility because, meaning, even if I don't give a damn, I'm not getting written out of history because I'm the one that helped that fool rap. So at the end of the day, yeah, I'm going out with that, but I'm going to let the world, that hit record, that was because of me. I mean, I had something to do with them albums. Just like Jay-Z did. Soft Money. But see, that's what I mean by Jadakiss didn't take control of his own legacy. That's why Diddy kicked him that money for that publishing, because Diddy know he took his goddamn money. And Diddy know the work Jadakiss put on that first album. In reality, you always got to kick him a little something. This man helped me. Wanna be a baller, shot caller. All right. That's Diddy. That's Jadakiss. Man, and Jadakiss, you know what I'm saying? No. He's the idiot that try to play quiet. Like, I ain't gonna. Got it? Meaning, this is all I want y'all to get. This is my whole perspective on this whole game. All of them could be just as big as 50 Cent. Because the truth is, all of them were bigger before 50. That's what I'm trying to say. They all come from the same era, but most of them were bigger before 50. So if I help Diddy make his #1 album, you think I'm going to go out like a scrub in the end? If I've been in this game 30 years, I'm going to go out like a scrub. When they all supposed to be on the same level, y'all. But they was able to show me what I figured out. No, the only difference is 50 and Jay-Z and Diddy didn't control 50 like the rest of the rappers. I just put it together myself. Diddy and Jay-Z didn't control Nas like the rest of the rappers. That's how I figured it out. Because as they got over 40 and they started going in different directions, I started seeing, they still big-ass kids that hang with Diddy. I started seeing that. They still big kids that hang with Diddy. Fabulous, when we gonna party. All right? So we saying that because 50 Cent telling you, they sold out for riches, y'all, because they was with him a lot of decades. And like I said, we got the fact that Diddy, he don't know how to keep his hands to himself. All right? So, this ain't about nothing, but it's about 50 is telling us the GQ magazine on a world scale, which means 50 is low-key still humiliating them, but he's humiliating them in front of the world. Also letting it be known, Diddy wasn't hiding. He was in a hallway. He wasn't in no damn closet. He was in a hallway. That's what 50 said. Meaning, a lot of people knew he was, meaning, this is what he was saying too. Nobody know exactly what he was doing, but everybody knew how he got down. Get it? Because unless you in that room, you don't know exactly what he's doing. But I already been assuming that Diddy the type, he too goddamn touchy. Because y'all know the people that drink and they get touchy. He strike me as that. Plus, we saw a lot of pictures. One of them dudes just be too touchy. Some dudes don't put your hand on shoulders, don't touch me, man. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't like all that. But then some dudes don't mean no harm. They on that touchy. Diddy was very touchy. Get it? And what I heard about Diddy, he don't pick and choose where he touch at. We also know what? He like nipples. So let's go. All right, so let's go. But one thing we do know, right? When you first come to Bad Boy and hang around Diddy, you going to be tough like Styles P. See Styles P in the picture? I think I'm Big Meech. Styles on that song, right? With Rick Ross was down with some rock boys, and they got, you see Styles P partying, and Jada, they partying. And Styles P and Jada official, but Diddy still had him in them shiny suits. And see, in New York history, we from a part of hip-hop in this culture. I'm just going to be honest. I'm not even going to play. Diddy knew he wasn't getting nobody else from Brooklyn to put on no shiny suits. He knew that. He wasn't getting nobody from Queens to put on shiny suits. He wasn't getting nobody from the Bronx to put on shiny suits. He wasn't getting nobody from Staten Island. Not even Long Island. But he went to Yonkers and got these three dudes to put on shiny suits. Because they wanted that record deal. Then after they realized they flopped with them shiny suits, they want to get off that damn label. And they turned into Rough Riders. But before that, they was in shiny suits. Then as time went on, I realized in my own mind that nobody ever put a finger on Diddy. Nobody never punched him in the chin. Nobody never smacked him. I never heard of no altercation with Puff. And I just started peeping game like, I think Diddy is a gangster. Then after Diddy cracked that UCLA guy in the head, I got it clear. And then when Diddy snatched up Drake, I got it clear. And what they don't get, when he did to Drake, I looked at it like, nah, that's what he do to all rappers. What else we got? What else we laughed at last year? Where it is, Diddy put a knife to J. Cole's neck. You get it? What I heard what Diddy did to J. Cole. You know what I'm saying? Alleged, all alleged. Fabulous when we going to party. Meaning, 50 is telling you they knew Diddy dress up. They knew he did all this stuff. And we had jokes of, you be at Diddy house, he just come out the back room like this. And I feel like he was violating people with this. I feel like he was doing foul stuff to people. And guess what? You can't say that's him on camera. See that? I think he the type was just doing stuff like that. I think whenever he did dirt, he had on the outfits. So you'll never be able to say it was him. Meaning he could be in his own house. That wasn't me. I think that's what he was doing. And I think that was part of the talk. So I be telling y'all, I don't think he was just doing stuff. I think he was doing stuff as Pennywise. See, it's one thing when Diddy trying to violate you, but it's another thing when Pennywise touching on you. I think that's what he was doing. We also know this day he had his son dressed up like Nelly, and we assume he was tormenting Nelly because Nelly ain't come to the crib in a minute. No, y'all. This man was something else. And what we talking about is this. 50 Cent is telling GQ. Basically, a lot of people knew Diddy was weird. So you think about it again. If you hanging at his house, that's one thing, man. You hang with that man in the club. That's one thing. You hanging with him at the record label, studio. That's one thing, y'all. But if you in that man's house, you ain't telling him no. You in his house, I understand where the traffic is coming at. You go to Diddy's house, you ain't just leaving. Then how the hell you gonna leave when we saw the start where the mansion was at? You ain't just leaving like that. So if he wants you to be company for 3 days straight, you're going to be company 3 days straight. That's what we assume. And we assume you might come to that house tough. But by the time you leave that house, you'll be cool. Because I think you ain't leaving that house until you become a new man. That's what we assume. So we also assume it's two sides of it. We also assume that they were just scared of Diddy. It ain't about they accepted his ways. They also knew he could blackball them and make them go broke. But was no saying no. And what else? We also have a lot of... What rapper has the most stories about toys? It's him, right? All right. Now, we saying that because 50 is telling this story, right? But what he actually is doing is basically telling. He's basically telling. A lot of them wanted to be him. They looked up to him. So they was acting like it wasn't going on. But also within that story is, they also was letting Diddy do stuff to them. You know what I'm saying? So All right? Because, guys, even 50, y'all see how, if 50's supposed to be this big muscular guy, y'all heard the stories, 50's supposed to be gangster. Y'all heard the stories, but you see Diddy still tried him. All right? I know Diddy put his hand on his shoulder. Diddy proved to me. See, y'all don't get it. Yeah, y'all gangster, but I'm the one to test y'all gangster. Diddy the type to see how gangster you really are. And like I say, when he done with you, he gonna see how gangster you really is. And we was able to see Jim Jones was super gangster, but after he started hanging around with Diddy with balling, Jim Jones turned into a rock star after that. No, Jim Jones didn't start wearing tight pants after hanging with Diddy. Y'all missed that part too. All right. So anyway, I'm saying that for a reason. Because 50 Cent, man, he let it be known. There was a lot of partying going on. So with that, also 50 is separating himself. Because I'm just gonna be, I always look, y'all, if you want this culture to go forward any kind of way, he is one of the only one that's in a position to push it further. It's the people you don't like that are still liked by America, which means they are still celebrities. That's what it means, y'all. YouTube means lesser lights. Television means greater light. It's that simple. You know what I'm saying? That's what this at. So they accepted the lesser light. So let's go. It's one of those things that whether you noticed it or not, nobody said anything. Don't forget this also after Cat Williams exposed it. Cat Williams was talking about Diddy parties from day one in that comedy show. Nobody said anything about any of this for years. Fifth told GQ. Nobody said anything about this for years. Make it 30. If you go back to 93, damn it, that's 33 years. Bad Boy Records was 33 years old. Let's go. These parties, these things that were going on the entire time, it's like I will always say, I'm not with that. I don't like these boys' vibes. I don't like these boys' vibes. So 50 said, I don't like these boys' vibes. He said it. So we know this because he wanted to take that man shopping. So Diddy took a lot of them shopping. They liked the money, y'all. They couldn't do nothing, and they couldn't beat him. That's another strike you got to give Diddy, see? You also, if you can't beat him, you got to join him. You couldn't beat him. 50 a boxer. You couldn't beat him. Especially, I noticed when Diddy started putting weight on him, he started going to that gym, man, you ain't fighting him. You got it? So now, y'all, I look at him as a toucher. I know for a fact he the type to get drunk, touch it. I know he going to do all that. But now, y'all, on some real stuff, the alleged wickedest thing about him that I heard in stories, or like I say, none of fact, the wickedest, if it is true, the wickedest thing they say he would do is make people do stuff. Get it? Touch it. Go downtown real quick, pick me up a pair of sneakers. You go downtown to Foot Locker and pick me up a pair of sneakers. Go downtown. You want this deal? Go downtown Brooklyn. They said that's what he was doing, y'all. You heard stories of that. So like I said, we already went through Atlanta. Because he was on the same label as Young Miami. And the trick is, y'all think it was just Young Miami. So can you see when Diddy went to jail, what Lil Baby do? Run the mic, Ruben. Run the mic. That's when I also peeped between Meek and Lil Baby and them. I started peeping it. Diddy had groomed them to be used to being around billionaires. They also forget Diddy was a billionaire. Now, this is the catch. I got to remember this part. It's layers to it. Jay-Z was the billionaire you can't hang around. But Diddy was the billionaire you hang with. He hang with you. So he was a billionaire during all this time. And they were really all up under him. That's why I told you, when y'all go right before, all the way up until he got locked up, Fabulous and all of them still hang with him. Everybody in the industry was still hanging with him. Because he threw a party, 2022, 23? He throwing yacht parties, regular parties, all the way to the 2020s. They still was hanging with him, y'all. But everybody turned their head. So all 50 doing is making a situation. What 50 say? Let's get it clear. Nobody said anything about any of these parties for years. Fifth told GQ. These parties, these things were going on the entire time. And it's like, I will always say, I'm not with that. I don't like these boys' vibes. Nice try, Dame. Nice try. We up. We up on a Friday, TGIF. Nice try, Dame. The Jay-Z show is now over. Shout out to Jay-Z for putting all these dudes to work. When Jay-Z stopped moving, Dame got quiet again. No, Dame tried to start his YouTube channel back up, and he was averaging about 3,000 views. You still ain't get yet, none of y'all. Y'all go on Art of Dialogue, y'all hop on all these platforms. When y'all go live back on y'all channel, somehow y'all views just dropping. Hey, yo, bro, remember when you went on big platforms, your channel got bigger? Well, when you go on a big platform now, your channel gets smaller. You ain't get it? I'm just going to be honest. They ain't been on those platforms, his channel shrink. Gene been on all those platforms, his channel shrink. The sad part is, Jaguar Wright been on mad platforms they use every day, her channel done shrunk. Yep. Jaguar, this is the sad part, this is truth. Everybody in the world making money off her, got a bigger platform than her with her content. Jaguar, you got to fix that. All right? It don't make no sense. Because the rest of the world getting paid. And I knew it was funny games. I'm just going to be honest. When I'm like, how the hell people that actually went viral online ain't getting views? And new people get more views than them. Like, I saw people steal Jaguar Wright content and get more views off her than the platform she's sitting on and her channel put together. So I'm like, how are people taking their views, getting more views than them? Meaning, they make it look, on YouTube, it look like everybody with a name is a struggling YouTuber. Yeah. Now, 50 said something. Nobody said anything in any of this for all these years. And they still ain't say nothing. So, nice try, Dame. What did he tell him? Go in the room. I gotta go? Yep. All right, Dame, nice try. But I will promote Dame, because Dame, he not lying, y'all. Dame do got OG stories. The problem is, it's on BT. He said Paramount, but it's BT Paramount. Paramount bought out BT. Dame, you on BT. Same way he did an interview with Jason Lee, BT. I'm just saying, Dame Dash was telling the truth because of OG stories, and everything Dame did was nothing but a major promotion. But I don't think it worked. Damn, you got a big project on Paramount. You just sat on platforms for 2-3 months straight. But I saw your channel over there, bro. Them views are very low. And all the dialogue, I'm going to keep it real. You have been putting out straight trash these past months. Dame, with that guy with the mask on, ruined your show. Mike Jones on there looking pitiful. All right? Mike Jones looking sorry as, man. Let me show y'all something, man. All right? This why I don't get down like I say, man. Hey, look, y'all. Mike Jones on Art of Dialogue with my glasses on. You feel what I'm saying? When I first came on YouTube, I came on with the Versace, man. I was trolling them with the Biggie shades. So when I see Mike Jones with my shades on, it's like I don't even want to wear them no more. Yeah, man, these rappers are sad, bro. Just like I purposely came on YouTube with the all black. Now I see the whole YouTube all black. So I don't want to wear all black no more. Yup, Camron was all black. Raider hat, all black, all black, all black. A lot of YouTubers all black. Guys got Jesus pieces. No, guys, this is my old swag, man. That's why I'm posting new stuff. I'm saying it for a goddamn reason. I'm saying it for a reason because all they do is copy and clone and they thieves. And I'm saying that because all they got is YouTube left. And dang, how the hell you got a project out with your YouTube channel? Goddamn, bro. Damn. Yo, Dame Dash thought he was going to get all this clout and convert it to his YouTube traffic. Sorry. I'm just being honest, y'all. How the hell Jaguar Wright getting 1,500 views a day? No, y'all, they getting played. Somebody playing them big time. We all getting played. But it's just worse when you got a name when you've been in the industry. It's even worse. Dame. Nice try, Dame. I'm going to just say that. But I will promote you, Dame. Nice try. Because you know what's funny? Dame said, I wasn't at the Hamptons. I wasn't at the Hampton parties like that. I was in Florida. But he had no clue it was going to come out later. Florida is where the freak-off mansion was at. And we also know that every rapper lived in Florida. Jim Jones, DJ Khaled, Fat Joe. All right, then. So, you guys should be ashamed of yourself for turning your back on this man. But 50 also said that he think a lot of them liked it. But they ain't say nothing. So, nice try, Dave. Go in the room. Let's go. Cam, you're starting to look bad, sir. Look to me like you're reaching. Look to me like you're trying to stir up some controversy, Cam. But Cam, I'm going to keep telling you, bro. You keep going for I told you, dealing with this rap stuff, you're going to be a clown. When you were Mason doing sports, official. Stephen, they helped you out, put you on ESPN, you was looking official. But here you go with this rap stuff. Cam, you're looking washed up, brother. You looking like you're reaching. Cam, you said that Cardi B wanted you on a song. You tried to play Cardi B like she was a bozo, bro. You know goddamn well Cardi B is the only rapper from New York that's actually popping and relevant. And you told him she gotta wait. No, we're gonna cut the chase. Cam, why don't you just tell the truth? When you found out that song you and Cardi did was not on that album, you was hurt. And they told you that we don't think Cardi fans feeling this 90s stuff. Just tell the truth, sir. Just tell the truth. When y'all redid that song with Me in the World of You, and Cardi ain't put on that album, you was hurt, bro. But you said you was telling them, yo, I was busy. I got my YouTube channel. What is what? Bro, stop it. YouTube take energy. Cam, you don't do covers. You don't do editing. You don't do all that. Meaning, you a rapper. If Cardi beat him off you on the track, you supposed to be there with a whole bunch of verses ready to go. You a rapper, guy. The rap song would bring your career back. But you told me in that story you was focused on being a YouTuber. And they probably said, man, Cam, get him out of here. He told Cardi being them peoples, or he tried to say he was busy. I'm working. Bro, YouTube ain't a goddamn real job, Cam. If you got a chance to feature with Cardi B album coming out, and you talking about you busy. Before that, bro, you kept on your old cars. How are you busy? You supposed to be a rapper. No, in your mind, I'm going to be a podcaster. You study Queen's Flip. You study Hassan Campbell. You study them New Yorkers getting that money. Before, y'all too good for that. Now, you in your mind, you and Mace making a comeback, and y'all killing YouTube. But to me, look like you need views. Why? Why is your platform so big, but you hopping on all these platforms? Joe Rogan don't do that. You guys also prove to me you're broke because you can't book no talent. You prove to me you ain't got no money because y'all can't get no real celebrity to sit down with y'all. That's for all of y'all, all right? Y'all cannot get no top interviews on top of that. Y'all proved it already. So I got it. Y'all not trying to pay. Vlad pays. Vlad is bigger than y'all. You ain't bigger than Vlad. Sorry. Vlad been past y'all a long time ago. Vlad is cruising, chilling right now. I told y'all influence has been the top. Rappers actually had in their mind they're going to come back and be top influencers when the top influencers done retired already. The game over. All right? So now what? You failed at rap and you failed on YouTube. You should be ashamed of yourself. Them young boys saying you should be locked up. They saying you threatening people with sextortion and text messages. Do you understand you sound like a chatty patty? Bro, you're talking about you're going to expose text messages online. Wait till Mace come back. He said, wait till Mace come back. What the hell is that? No, Cam, you went out bad, sir. So, Camron, it's a challenge now, sir. It's a challenge. You talk a lot too, sir. But you only set the fact you had your time, Cam. Cam, where the hell are your jury at, bro? Cam, can you please put all your jury on and shut me the hell up? Where your jury at, Cam? You starting to look bad, brother. Where is your jury at? Please drip one time for New York City, sir. Please. Because you looking bad. You look like y'all got fake numbers. Your channel ain't popping like that. You look desperate for a Cardi interview. It's probably coming soon. But you not looking like yourself, and you slipped up when you said you was busy working on your YouTube channel. Stop it, Cam. Stop it, bro. You don't do everything. All you gotta do is show up, perform. Meaning you probably do a little something, but you a rapper, bro. But what I already told you about them, they proved to us they wasn't real rappers because without the industry behind them, they don't want to rap no more. Maybe you also felt like your verse was trash and you had Cardi in waiting a long time. Then you did a song, they probably said it was trash and they didn't make the album. And you ain't like that. Maybe. Just like you pulled the stunt with J. Cole. Cam, without shenanigans, you on zero, sir. Cam, without shenanigans, you on zero. Sorry to tell you that. You guys are still bringing your messy hip-hop controversy to YouTube, but that don't build brands, guys. The messy behavior to build a brand, that's Wendy Williams, guys. Y'all still don't get it, man. So what I'm saying is, Camron, when I saw the younger generation checking your ass, when I saw academics and Poetic Flacco educating you on this up-to-date internet, I like what I saw. Because you're embarrassing yourself, sir. And Poetic Flacco said you need to be locked up, bro. He wants you arrested. All right? He wants you arrested for threatening people online. I'm going to just leave it at that. No, man. Camron, I'm going to say you mad. When you and Cardi did that song, what mean in the world to you? I think Cardi B and them peoples ain't like it. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. But I'm going to say when that song wasn't on that album, you was hurt. You was hurt. Maybe Jay-Z said don't put it on. But you was hurt. You was hurt, sir. You looking like it. Why are you bringing it up later? You bringing it up later. You looking hurt, sir. So I'm going to tell you this right now. I will challenge you right now, Camron. I need you to outshine Cardi B with jewelry today. The next week, I need you to outshine Cardi with jewels. Let Cardi B and them know. God damn it, you Camron. You started Dipset. You from the goddamn Rock. And you that deal. God damn it, you the one that rap for Biggie. All that. Now prove it. I want to see you drip one time for New York. Because you looking bad right now. I need you to drip one time for Harlem. Because we assume you pawned all your Dipset chains. That's what we assume. I'm just saying that, bro. I'm with Cardi B and them on this one. Yeah, man. I'm saying that because you know what's happening? No. Cam thought he was going to come online and get glory. He thought he was going to come online and get glory. But I told him all, if you affiliate with the diddler, your career ain't going nowhere. So when I see Camron doing that, I just think of Diddy. Because I know the truth. These guys actually think they're going to be successful. They actually believe that shit. No, Cardi B was your ticket out of here. Let me tell you why. If that song with Cam and Cardi was a hit, that would have rebranded Camron to who? The new generation. Now Camron can go back into making music, doing other things, but he decided to be a YouTuber. I also think Cardi B and them people was going to put it out, but when they saw how Cam was being a clown with Mace, they said, nah, we ain't putting that out. We're going to leave that alone. Yeah, I think that's what happened. Yeah, I think that's what happened. Let's go. It ain't me, Cam. It ain't me. Camron threatens to expose Cardi B's team. So they saying your behavior get you locked up, bro. It's called sextortion. And the young boy saying you need to be locked up and you already incriminated yourself. So Camron threatened to expose Cardi B's team after unreleased verse. So it's looking like he's hurt that Cardi B and them didn't put the song on the album. He might be realizing he got played. Because they told Cam they're going to do an interview with him. So you got it. He compromised his rap career for an interview with Cardi. They probably felt disrespected. So, bro, you don't respect doing a song with Cardi, but you want her to be on your platform. They played his ass, y'all. That's what happened. That's what happened. Trust me, he got played. Cam, here you go. Man, just looking for attention and clicks. You ain't relevant no more. That's from Baltimore. Shout out to Baltimore, Maryland. Man, just looking for attention and clicks. You ain't relevant no more. That's from Baltimore, sir. East Coast. All right? So I'm just letting you know, Cam. And I always tell y'all, when I show y'all this ain't no damn Twitter. All right? I show direct comments under posts. Wherever the post at. Who gives a F, Cam? So, by you coming out talking about what you're going to do to Cardi people look at it as clown behavior, sir. And you have officially detached yourself from the young generation. Cam, you had a wrestler come online and call you a washed up rapper, sir. Then after that, you ran on first take. No, Cam, you run out of time. You run out of space, sir. You in the YouTube algorithm, meaning you're stuck on YouTube. You go to this platform, dance prop, that platform, Cam, don't mean nothing. It means you need traffic. You only have to hop on other platforms when you need traffic, guys. I thought you were so big, guys. What's going on with y'all? All right. Newsflash. The people are tired of YouTubers interviewing YouTubers. All right? When y'all going to pay for some goddamn channel to tell some real stories? All right? That's why this thing crashing out, guys. No more shenanigans, y'all. Shout out to Hov for buying all their ass. You want to know what I respect Jay-Z for? Buying every goddamn New York rapper that was for sale. I give Jay-Z credit for buying every New York rapper that Diddy left to starve. I respect Jay-Z for that shit. Yes, I do. You know what I respect Jay-Z for, y'all? He could have put contracts on people's head, but he put their ass on contract and slay their career. He doing like that. Put their ass in the contract. You know what I'm saying? That's right. So now, y'all, if I respect any genius about this man, in the end, this man rounded all their ass up. He got all their ass in cuffs. Even your boys. That's why I say, man, nice try, Dame. Nice try. Do you think I believe? Told you guys, you old heads. You drink a lot. You're slipping up. Do you think I believe that Jay-Z will let you sit down with Jason Lee? Do you believe that? No, let me rewind that. Do you think that I believe Jason Lee would sacrifice his relationship with Jay-Z, Beyonce, and Rihanna to let Dame sit on that platform? And I'll leave it at that. All right? Nice try, Dame. Nice try. Nice try. Nice try, sir. Go in the room, Dame. Go in the room. Cam, you next. Same family tree. What 50 Cent say, y'all? Let's go. Those things that whether you noticed or not, nobody said anything about any of this. For all of these years. Especially not nobody from Harlem. These parties. These things that were going on the entire time. It's like I will always say, I'm not with that. I don't like the boy's vibes. I don't like that boy vibes. Got a little zesty vibes. Bro, know what I'm talking about? No, man, some dudes, they got certain vibes. It make, I don't know what it is, bro. You might start feeling fruity, like, man, I feel like you doing something to me, man. I'm about to leave. It's a zesty vibe. Yeah, some dudes got zesty vibes, man. That's how you know, bro. You ain't got to know nothing. They just got zesty vibes, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's Diddy. Plus, we know, what else they don't know we know? We know it's a such thing as dark-skinned Diddy. And we know when Diddy turned dark-skinned, he was on them drugs. And we also know when he was on, he was on freaky drugs. He wasn't on drugs that put him to sleep. Diddy wasn't on those that. He was on drugs that make you know what. That's the problem. See, if he did regular drugs, it's okay. But we got proof. This man kept knapsacks with toys and packages of pink stuff. Wherever he went, everything was together. So I learned that about him too. He got the party drugs. He got the toys. You got it? The money. He had cash, money in them bags. He had the bags, so he had the cash. That man had the toys, and that man had drugs and baby oil in them bags. He did. I'm saying that because 50 let y'all know, man. So when I said in the end, if nobody went against him, man, they all gonna be judged the same. Why? Now we looking at Cam. You and Jim Jones are not looking like Dipset. It would be. I would love to see you, Jim Jones, the whole Dipset back together again, and y'all would look just like the hip hop unsung, the new version, bro. That's right. If Jim Jones' jury is real, it actually looked like Jim Jones got more jury than you. But we'll leave it at that. Cam, please impress me. You looking bad, sir. You looking bad. You looking like you need a Cardi B feature. One or the other. Either the song or the interview. I'm just being real, man. It's very disappointing. Don't listen to nothing I say, y'all. They New York heroes, all right? Sorry, New York. It's not against New York, but they New York heroes, man. Because I look at it now. This is how I look at it from now on. I look at when they online, they only talking to New York. Because I don't think nobody else listens to them, y'all. You got it? So, y'all, I don't know if it's true or not. Jim Jones was on the Brooklyn Bridge on an e-bike. I don't know what this is about. Because, man, they do anything for clout, so I don't know. Jim Jones was on an e-bike on the Brooklyn Bridge outside. An e-bike. Come on, I'm not going for this, Jimmy. This I'm not going for. I know for a fact you ain't doing that bad, sir. I ain't going there, bro. But according to the video, Jim Jones is on an e-bike on the Brooklyn Bridge, claiming something about Fabulous, with a big bus behind him the whole time. What the hell is wrong with Jimmy, y'all? Who is Jimmy signed to? That's all you got to know. Hey, Ho, what the hell is going on out here, Ho? Ho got payback on Jimmy for all that tough talk back in the day. That's what happened, sir. That's right. Jimmy, y'all might as well wear the Rock Nation hat, man. Just wear the hat. Then again, Ho might fire y'all. Y'all making the brand look bad. Yo, guys, check it out. If Jay-Z fire all their ass next week, they are all finished. Finished. Trust me on that. It's starting to look like it. It's starting. Meaning, man, every day they better give Jay-Z a call and say, thanks, man. Every day, you all right? They better. Matter of fact, they don't got his number. He called him. Or he sent a message to Memphis Bleak. I think they better pray he don't send out the message to Memphis Bleak to tell them, oh, they fired. Yeah, we closing down Rock Nation. No more. We done with this rap stuff. If Jay-Z do that, man, they finished. I think Jay-Z play the game. I'm gonna make their ass go against Diddy. I'm gonna make Diddy mad at them. And then when I finish with them, they're gonna be broke and Diddy gonna be still mad at them. Fabulous when we gonna party. Jadakiss when we gonna party. 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 All right. Now y'all got it, right? Jim Jones on the Brooklyn Bridge. Oh, man, I can't do this shit. Now check this out. Little Kim, her daughter, was at an Amazon Kids function. So Little Kim is at the Amazon Kids function with her child. We'll leave that at that. Here go your update on Megan Good. Remember, bro, everybody used to love Megan Good. Y'all talk about how good she look. Here she go now. If you notice, Megan Good got blackballed, just like Jonathan Majors. So when they both were together, they both were blackballed. How you know that? Their careers did go forward after that. Megan Good has been ran through and she's finished. Y'all know that. I don't know what she did, y'all, but she did something to get blackballed. Also, Tiana Taylor's job replaced her job. So the role she would have got, that's Tiana Rose now. Got it? No. That's how they did her. So y'all see in the end what happened to Megan Good, right? It didn't end good for her. We up, top of the top. Shout out to everybody that's up this morning. It's Friday. Who up in here, man? Who up in here? What's up, Sandra? What's up, Tiger? Been ran through, right? Yeah, she been ran through. 50 hit that too. A lot, yeah. A lot of them ran, yeah. But see, the sad part is, man, their career just be stopping, man. So, yeah, let's go. Also, you know, she was replaced also by Keke Palmer, too. Because if you look at what Keke Palmer and Tiana Taylor doing, that's supposed to be Megan Good. You know what I'm saying, y'all? But back to the Diddy. I wanted y'all to see something. You see how after Biggie was dead, Diddy had D-Rock dressing up? I just want y'all to see that. The power of Diddy is for real, y'all. When 50 Cent said, like, nobody said nothing because they couldn't. I don't know his power, but I know he had a certain power. Him and Jay-Z, they have a power to take the toughest, gangsterist guy you could be scared of. He could be an official gun-toter, bust and shot type of guy. He could be a straight gangster. But when you start hanging with Diddy and Jay-Z, they got ways to make you cool, soften you up a little bit. And you see Diddy had D-Rock dressing up, putting on wigs. No, that's Diddy, the power of Diddy, man. This guy will make a straight gangster shooter dress up. Straight up. But see, I'm not stupid. That's just a particular outfit he wanted that gangster to wear. Got it? No, he make you wear outfits. How we know that? It was in the courthouse. To this day, we still don't know who he made put on dresses and heels. And we still don't know who was in them handcuffs. Now, we got the proof. We got proof. The guard brought it out of his house, but we still don't know. That's why I say it's unsolved mystery, and it's not supposed to be figured out. We just got to assume. So I assume everybody that was quiet, maybe Diddy had the cuffs on them. I know one thing about him. I'm going to tell you what I think. Y'all, I'm not playing. I think, like, part of Diddy's behavior, I don't think it was just sexual. I think part of his behavior was he had a thrill and a fun breaking people, just making people do what they want them to do. Kind of like we was little, we made people do dumb stuff, like jump off the first floor for crack, stuff like that. I dare you run down the street butt naked for a crack rock. I think Diddy was doing stuff like that. That's what I mean, y'all. I think he had fun doing that. Like, this dude think he's so gangster and tough, I'm going to break his ass today. Let me see if I can get a gangster to dress up, just to do it. I ain't going to do nothing. I'm just going to see if I can get him to do it, give him the money. I think he was doing stuff like that, y'all. I think he did a lot of stuff. All I know is, I look at this man totally different once you in his house. So I look at once you in his house, ain't no rules. That's in the story too. Thank you very much. I missed that. Thank you, Taj. Thank you, Taj. So I look at his levels. When you party with him, you can say, man, you can get Diddy elbow me. Get off me, man. All right, man, whatever, Puff. When you're in the studio, you got your goons with you. He ain't gonna try nothing. But in that house, nah, bro. I'll tell y'all straight up. I wouldn't want to be in the house with that man by myself. And what else they forget about this man's house? Keep telling y'all be skipping over all this shit. Everybody forgets they got 2 submachine guns out that man's house. So like I said, what I learned is you go to his house, ain't no saying no. And if he wants your ass to dress up, you going to dress up. That's how I looked at him, all right? He got him. I visualized him in his house with Pennywise mask on, them 2 big ass machine guns sitting on the couch with his pants off and just doing that. The fact he got on a Pennywise mask is no proof it's him. You can't say nothing. So I think he was doing that in his house. That's what I believe, man. Because he proved to me he's into dressing up. Ain't make gangsters dress up. So when 50 Cent said they was around Diddy because of that money, here you go right here. What you think D-Rock was doing? After Biggie died, D-Rock was with Lil' Kim and still hanging with Diddy when he got out of jail. All right? And Diddy made his ass dress up after jail. Not before, after. But you know what's funny? D-Rock will do something dirty to your ass. So you heard stories about what Diddy made people do? Just know D-Rock right there too. See what I'm saying? So you ain't what you gonna do, bro. If Diddy tell your ass go in the room and D-Rock standing right there, what you gonna do? All right? Now you think of Lil YK Osiris. And Diddy say go in that room. D-Rock standing right there with his fist balled up. Plus, if you see the old Diddy if you see the old Bad Boy documentaries, I know what's up. This is what they don't tell you. It's in a documentary. It's in footage. D-Rock and Gut and them used to punk Camron and them. Why you think they got chased out there at Rucker Park? That was just part of it. They were punking their ass. D-Rock had Jimmy and Camron and them shook. Shook. That's why Jimmy and French had that beef, because French replayed the tape on what? Cocaine City. Whatever it was called. Y'all don't talk about the DVD. They was mad because French had re-released the footage of Camron running on Jimmy and Jimmy hopping that fence. So I tell y'all, Dipset was really over when French Montana dropped the video on their ass. That was over 20 years ago. They been finished. Because they were gangster. But Jimmy hopped that fence, goddamn it, like Sha'Carri Richardson. I've never seen a man from Harlem do the goddamn hurdles. He did hurdles with jeans on sagging. And he cleared the fence. And Camron was the first man I ever seen turn invisible in broad daylight. Camron walked away so smooth, Junior Mafia said, where he go? He walked right past him. No. We're not going to play. D-Rock had their ass shook. And C-Gutter. Let me hear you dispute that one. C-Gutter and D-Rock had Camron under pressure. And unenforced it. What they don't tell you neither, was punking Camron. They don't say that part. And look, was punking their ass. And Dame had to go save him. Had his ass in a slave contract. These are facts. When y'all gonna tell the truth, bro? Was punking y'all ass because also still had D-Rock and them under control, and D-Rock and them had the pressure on y'all. So let's stop it, Cam. Meaning, knock it over the tough guy shit and just do good content, sir. You and Jimmy are finished, bro. Not because of me, it's because of Diddy. Y'all bad boy affiliates, fool. Bad boy affiliates, and now Jay-Z's y'all goddamn father. Guess what? The truth is, Jay-Z owned Dipset. That was the truth. Jay-Z still own Dipset to this day. Who you think own the albums? Who you think got the rights to a lot of that? Bingo. So when I say he own their ass, he own their ass. It's not personal. It's called history. It's history. Because I got it twisted. You know how we say, well, what businesses Jay-Z build? What did he do? No, he did build businesses. These guys are businesses. Each one of their ass he bought, they became his business. And that's what happened. Now I know Hov at a point where he look at his books, these fools don't make no money. I've been taking care of these fools all these years. They don't make me no goddamn money. Jim Jones ain't grossed me $5 million last year. Cam ain't grossing no millions. That's why I said Jay-Z gonna fire their ass soon. Something telling me that. Something telling me he gonna go back on him. He gonna go back to his and Beyonce stuff. And when he go back on just him and Beyonce, I think he gonna cut all their ass off. That's what I think, y'all. And honestly, it would be one of his smartest moves. It would. It would. Oh, they not making Rock Nation better, bro. They ruining that shit. That's what they doing. I'm gonna be honest. They ruining the brand, bro. They just are. I think he told them don't wear the hat no more, too. I think he told them that. The only one allowed to wear the hat is Memphis. That's it. You got it now? So now, right, you got proof. Did he make your ass dress up? You got the proof. He make your ass party. This man has made Fabulous party approximately 26 years to be exact. That's why it's funny now to see Fabulous Rock Nation. You see what I'm saying? But before, when Jay-Z was in the house not hanging with them, they was with Diddy every day. So let's move on. Hey, Rihanna had to accept the fact and go back home. Asaprocky embarrassed her so much, she had to go back to her roots. She had to know what it feel like to get love again. She went back home because Asaprocky embarrassed her, y'all. Yeah. So, Rihanna went back home to the carnival. You'll see her and ASAP doing separate things now. Ever since ASAP got embarrassed, I think Rihanna said we're going to do this thing separate like before. Yeah. Because they not good together no more. They not. ASAP ruined it, y'all. Ever since ASAP did that stuff, he ruined it. He did. Nice try, y'all. Nice try. They're trying to help him, but it's not going to work, sir. Nobody's buying Asaprocky, y'all. He's a model turned rapper. He's not a rapper turned model. So until Asaprocky make some hit records, they done. So I'm going to tell all y'all this too. Now, I'm going to say this, academics, y'all check Cam. Y'all was saying how we not in the era of certain gangster behavior, threatening gangster towards women. I'm going to tell academics and them something else too. Guys, we not in the era of bigging up people without no real talent neither. That era has passed. We not in the Instagram era. Meaning, y'all can try to big up these like Asaprocky all you want. Certain rappers, you can try to big them up, but they don't got no real traction, guys. They not hitting. And you're not going to make nobody like them. It's just what it is. Just where we at. People are highly selective of the entertainment like applications now. You're not forcing nothing on nobody no more. People literally purchase what they want, click on what they want, and just because you keep repeating something don't mean people listen no more, y'all. That's what I meant by we not in the influencer era. You know what era we in now? The consumer era. Remember I told you that. Before the influencer had to influence you to buy. Now you don't need nobody to influence you to buy nothing. We in the era of consumer, which means the smart consumer already knows where they want to spend their money at and how they want to spend it. Meaning,
I don't need you to convince me how to spend it, where to spend it, or trick me into buying something that I ain't buying. That's where we at now. When they learn that part, told them everything must be organic like the fruits and the food or nobody's buying it. You can sell byproducts all day, but don't mean nobody buying it. So, this is what I meant by no matter how much they sit on platforms, no matter how much they keep talking the same thing, is nobody buying it. Do you actually believe people care about Jim Jones because he keep posting? No. Do you think because Camron keep talking people care? No. Here you go, Cam. Man, you just looking for attention and clicks. You ain't relevant no more. Do you know what not relevant means? It means in reality you have nothing going on. Nothing. Just because you post, you on the bridge. That's not entertainment, Jimmy. You don't have nothing going on, sir. You're irrelevant. You have nothing going on, guy. If 50 Cent did a Netflix doc, y'all cried like little bitches, right? Where the Dipset doc at? Hey, y'all laugh at Dame? I mean, I will co-sign Dame on this. Everybody laugh at Dame. Dame got a real project out. Which means Dame been getting money. Dame been getting money. Dame been getting money. Trust me on that. See that? So I told you online is a home of clowns. Let's rewind it a couple months ago when somebody in the chat said, Dame is a clown. I said, you might be right, but y'all always say Dame a clown, but you don't say nobody else a clown. I said, get it right. If you're going to call Dame a clown, call everybody a clown. Here's the proof. Who's really the clown? Who's really the clown? Is it Dame or Camron? Which one is it? Which one is it? Which one is it? All right. Dame played the role of a fool. And I always tell you, nobody has no proof of Dame Dad's net worth. And nobody has proof that him and Jay-Z really got beef. Cinnamon Doodoo is not a real diss. Get it? Everything Dame said about Jay-Z was entertainment orientated. When you got beef and smoke with somebody, you hit below the belt. Meaning ain't no damn rap topics. I'm going in on this dude. He didn't do that. All right? Nice try, Dame. I just let him know I'm a troll. I'll go with your program because I'm not against you, but in the end, I'll let you know you ain't tricked me. Nice try, Dame. Nice try. And promote Dame at the same time. And tell the truth on Dame. Dame actually really do have a project. And he's right. Ain't nobody promoted. Because he been set up for failure. That's why. He don't get it yet. He been set up for failure. You know what ruined Dame Dash progress? All that playing around online. All those interviews. That's it. All he had to do was sit on one platform and just put money behind his project and promotion. That's all he had to do. But see, I'll tell y'all what been happening. I told y'all this internet take away y'all mystique and make y'all clowns, guys. Also, I think Mayor Eric Adams is Jay-Z big brother. That's what I think, man. He from Brooklyn, Jay-Z. So I think he's Jay-Z brother, man. That's what I think. We're going to leave that alone. Let's continue on, y'all. Let's continue on. I think Mayor Eric Adams is Jay-Z brother, man. I think he's older brother. Now y'all know 50 and Rick Ross still beefing. So 50 is in GQ magazine, GQ interview, a public scale, speaking about how they all tolerated Diddy behavior. At the same time, still going back and forth with Rick Ross. But I will say, him and Rick Ross back and forth, it is funny. They are entertaining. They funny, y'all. They are funny. They funny. So Rick Ross throwing more shots at 50. After 50 roasted his ass. So look, right? Yeah, all right, the two good joke. All right, 50. When Rick Ross came back at you about them G-Unit sneakers at Costco's, that was funny. But we must continue on. Look. Rick Ross responds to 50 Cent laughing off 50 Cent's announcement that he has a new song with Tupac and Eminem coming. So Rick Ross was basically saying, you joking on me, but you doing songs with Eminem and Tupac. So he was saying, man, Tupac was dead 30 years ago, Fifth. You acting like you dropping some new heat. I heard you say you finna release new music with Eminem and Tupac. Pop been dead 30 years. Let that man rest in peace. And Rick Ross said, Eminem, Come on now. It's just funny, man. It's just funny to see that era. They just funny, man. They just funny to me, man. I'm just sorry, man. Him and 50 funny. Because they both, like I said, man, I tell you online, you're going to be a clown, man. So he said 50 cent sneakers, goddamn it, them shits at Costco. But they laughing at Rick Ross saying you only sold 2,000 records, man. You flop. But he said, come on, Fifth, man. Eminem. He like, Tupac died. Let that man rest in peace, man. They just funny, man. They just funny, man. They just funny. They are, man. But they doing their job. They just entertaining, man. Because the truth is, they both got money. They both in position. They still all right. Rick Ross got companies, man. He all right. They funny, man. 50 Cent insists. Now, 50 Cent still, he came back. He not playing. 50 Cent insists Rick Ross' career is over. So 50 want Rick Ross to understand. Just get this part to your head, Ricky. Your rap career is done. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can talk all day, but your rap career is over, sir. Yes, you got the Bel Air. You got investments. Yes, you get money, sir. Yes, you actually make more money off everything other than rap. Yes, because the reality is in rap, you don't make a lot of money. You can't be $100 millionaire from just rap. It's impossible. You can't have 20 million off just being a rapper. It's impossible. But Rick Ross is not selling records. It's not all his fault. But the truth is, he did flop. If you want to count the scoreboard. But if you look at it like Rick Ross just made music for his fans, all right then. But 50 ain't giving him no break. He telling him, Rick, just get through your head. Your rap career is over, sir. That's what this about. It was funny what Rick Ross said. He said, Eminem, come on now. Like, bro, come on, stop it with the Eminem stuff. You got it? That's just funny, though. That is funny. He like, Tupac, man, let that man rest in peace. So it's funny hearing a rapper say that about Tupac. I never heard a rapper say, let that man rest in peace. That shit funny. So they all funny, man. We gonna leave it alone, man. But let's go forward. Because, no, rappers going broke. All right, y'all, let's slow it up. Y'all know how CHRISEAN has Streamer University. It is said Soulja Boy tried to start his own rappers university, even though them niggas all dropouts. Them niggas ain't even graduate from middle school, junior high. He having a rappers university. Soulja Boy having a rappers university and his ass can't even rap. Oh my God. What is going on? This shit is hilarious. So do y'all now see what I said? The real entertainment is watching them crash, burn, humiliate themselves. That is the real entertainment. That's all I've been trying to give y'all. I'm not a hater on them. But I know the truth. Their career has been finished. And it's designed where they're going to make clowns and asses of themselves online. Till it's all over. And that is the entertainment. That is why I get up every day at this point. Meaning, if it wasn't about them crashing out, I probably wouldn't be doing this no more. Because it wouldn't be fun. It wouldn't. Not a single human showed up to Soulja Boy's Rapper University. Not one single human. He walking through his Rappers University, that shit empty. They said the only one was there was the janitor. Y'all, facts. Because it's all in Soulja Boy's mind. In his mind. When you in them house for 20 years of doing drugs, 15 years, cranking that Soulja Boy in that house, cranking them drugs, all them years in your mind, you think you're relevant. When you've been online 17 years straight, when you come outside and you book an event, reality sets in. It was just online, sir. It was not reality. So in his mind, he was going to do Rappers University. Yo, punches. This guy was going to do a Rappers University. Hey, bro, I'm going to be on later, y'all. I got to come back on later, man. Yo, a rapper doing a Rappers University. No, they just stop, man. Soulja Boy, you're not the one. That's for KRS-One, idiot. KRS-One is the only one that can pull that off, and I'll go. Now, I already spoke about this. Here's the funny shit. Somebody did a video called The 5 Families of Atlanta. Now I'm going to tell you what it's really about, what I already said in the video a while ago. These are 5 families of Atlanta that's going to put your ass in jail. Now, I got the truth for y'all now, Atlanta. Gather around, thugs. It's all public information. because all y'all idiots. You will see, out of the 5 families of Atlanta, they all got indicted. Just like the 5 families of New York. But what they didn't get, because they all idiots. The rappers don't get life, but the rest of the family does. The rest of the family never comes home, but the rapper comes home. You still didn't get it. Young Thug, whole family got indicted. He's home. Lil Baby, whole team got indicted. He's home. 21 Savage, whole team got indicted. He's home. They'll shadow what I said later. YFN Lucci went to jail. His whole team went to prison. He's home. You idiots don't know nothing about gangsta. When it's a Rico, the boss don't come home, damn it. But the boss was coming home before the workers. That's hip hop. And they talk about them every day, all day, every day for years and years and years and years. That's why they all stupid, y'all. You want to know the real result of Atlanta hip hop? Let me show you what it was. We know around here already. Bingo. Huey tried to tell him. Huey was the conscious one that was smart. Riley was hard-headed. Everybody loved rap, but Riley really loved rappers. Riley started loving the rappers, and that's what happened to him in the end. Your life was predicted in a goddamn cartoon, and y'all actually lived it out. How? I'm going to prove it to you. It's 2026. This is 13, 14 years ago. Some of y'all were teenagers when this came out. Some of y'all were younger than that. But you had no clue in the end. This whole thing was joking and baking on y'all culture, telling you in this video, in this whole cartoon, Laffy Taffy. Riley kept watching that TV every day. His ass got flipped out. Here's your result, Atlanta. So when I said that was dead about Atlanta, it's the fact. It was in a cartoon first. Meanwhile, they so stupid, that's why I can't stand their ass. They be online all year talking about gangster, street, drill, rap, conversations, this one going to jail. God damn it, all of them went to jail. Guys, respect to John Gotti and the real gangsters. You have seen the first generation of the boss come home before the workers. Oh my God. That's hip hop for you. What did Candace tell us, y'all? Gangster rap was never black culture. It was created by the who preferred certain type of men, and we'll leave it at that. The plan was, all right, we'll leave it alone, y'all. Young Thug whole team went to jail. Are they home yet? Lil Baby team went to prison. Are they home yet? 21 Savage team went to prison. Are they home yet? And now my beautiful people of Atlanta. I do not like to play the race card. But for my beautiful black people in Atlanta, I swear I got nothing but love for y'all. All the good ones. Now I'm going to show you how these are the 5 families that destroyed Atlanta. While they were being celebrated at the same time. 5 families, 5 gangs, which means each gang could have had 100. They all locked up now. Yes. But it was the 5 families right here that destroyed Atlanta, y'all. Now, you don't believe that, my beautiful people of Atlanta? All you got to do is go back to a time with no such thing as these 5 families. Because they were fake-ass gangs on top of that. The real meaning of gang was keep the crime clean, keep it away from the people. What is heard? Real gangsters move in silence. Meaning the gangsters always around, money always being made, but you ain't going to see it or you ain't going to know. But see, since this so-called gangster rap was accepted, it was a plan. Y'all all going to go to jail and you're all going to be zesty. 5 families. What did the 5 families say to the face? All their ass going to jail. Here, you got it. You got it now? You got it? It already happened. It's a revelation. This is what I meant by gangster rap culture is not even supposed to be spoken about, praised, talked about. Every time you talk it, you're going to expose it. Because the truth is out now. It's time. When I said Atlanta was over, it's over. I did this video years ago. This ain't my video. I did a video called Atlanta.gov. But now other people doing the video. The 5 families of Atlanta. But people are smart. These are the black families of rappers that destroyed Atlanta. Destroyed it. Drug selling, drug dealing, sex behavior, all the reckless shooting. These 5 families in Atlanta, this is what happened. These 5 families, they rounded up approximately 30,000 plus shells. It was so many shootings in Atlanta. They gathered 30,000 shells. But when it came down to it, they didn't take a lot of people's life. They were just busting a lot of shots. Because these were the people terrorizing y'all neighborhood. Letting off 50 shots and missing everybody but the old lady. They thought being gangster meant, bro, we gonna pull up 5 deep. 2 guns apiece. We gonna spray the block and we gonna miss everybody. We gonna miss our main target on top of that. And then we gonna go back and brag online how we put in work. The whole gangster life was documented on Instagram. That's them, y'all. The 5 families, all of them Negroes in jail. But the rappers home. You got it now? So even in a goddamn corporation, when that business get indicted, goddamn it, the CEO, he don't come home first. But they did. Were they not CEOs of record labels? Okay then. The question is, where they team at? Where they team at? Any updates? All right. Leave it at that. Told you gangster rap, you're going to be embarrassed. I got some more funny stuff for y'all. This is hilarious. This is hilarious. All right, y'all. Number love, y'all. The word is, people are begging for the president forgiveness. It's hilarious. People are begging. They begging Trump for forgiveness. We sorry. We sorry. We were brainwashed. We didn't mean it. We didn't know. We sorry. Please forgive us. Liberals are begging for forgiveness. Ah, this shit hilarious. They show people from all over. How many times I told y'all a lot of people waking up. They show all races. I'm sorry. We were brainwashed. They made us hate. I didn't want to be a hater like this. They made us don't like Trump. They told us, because they made, I'm telling you, man, they begging, look. They showing you how last year she was saying, F them. This year, please forgive me. I'm sorry. You know why? It's called that EBT getting cut. You know what it's called? Them goddamn budget cuts. I told them what's going to happen. But I'm going to respect them, y'all. This video is 11 minutes long of people apologizing to the president and blaming the liberals for brainwashing them. I've never saw somebody apologizing for being brainwashed. I told you I love America. This is a funny ass place. When you understand how funny America is, I swear to God, it will make you laugh every day. I love Americans, man. Without Americans, I couldn't live here no more, man. Americans keep this shit going in many ways, y'all. Americans are goddamn idiots, fools, but I love them to death, man, just like black people. So look, liberals are begging for forgiveness after, so they all realizing they've been doing research. Man, Moneybag Joe them tricked us. Barry them played us. Please, Trump, please don't cut EBT, please. We sorry. Them government layoffs, them, hey y'all, them airport layoffs. Yo, family, y'all know it was a lot of TSA layoffs. They started to hit home now. They started to hit home, y'all. Please, we sorry. Yo, they apologize for being brainwashed. I never heard of that shit. That's like, bro, we had beef. You shot at me. And then you apologize. No, yo, bro, the gang had me brainwashed, but I'm sorry, bro. They begging for forgiveness. Oh, shit. This shit was hilarious. Because we all know the energy they had. We know about all the trolls. We know about all of the fighting. I told my people, stop fighting, y'all. Please stop fighting. Stop. You ain't got to agree, but you ain't got to fight, man. Stop fighting people battles. Meaning, if you going to hold charges on somebody, you do it yourself. When I did my full research on 47, man, and then I saw the things he said to people out of love, I saw him begging for, like, I saw him pleading to people. But then I see people kept playing, they kept disrespecting him. I knew after all y'all was trolling 47 with that damn jail picture, I knew after that was going to be payback. I knew it was going to be a lot of payback. But see, this the whole thing. This what they mean by it wasn't fair game, because they used the internet as a weapon against 47. See, that's why it was never fair, because they turned everybody against him on Facebook. So they kicked him off Facebook. They blocked the president off Facebook, and then he started his own. But when they kicked him off, that means Facebook strictly for brainwashing niggas. That's what happened. So they all got caught up in that campaign of hate, hate, hate. So now they begging for forgiveness. Liberals are begging for forgiveness. I'm sorry. Yo, all races too. White people, they say they made me do it. They brainwashed me. But this is helping the country come back together. The country must come back together, y'all. We got to stop this nonsense, y'all. If everybody come back together, we'll start getting money again. But as long as y'all kept people with 47, he going to make sure everybody go broke. They hate him. They got the records. I told y'all, they tracked all y'all from Facebook. The plan was everybody went against 47, make their ass go broke. Anybody on YouTube disrespecting Trump, make their channel slow up. I told y'all what's going to happen. I told them all. They don't listen, y'all. Here you got it, y'all. So, that shit got me crying tears, y'all. Because, y'all, they 11 minutes worth of people begging for forgiveness. I'm sorry. We sorry, Trump. They blaming it. We got brainwashed. So, we're going to leave it at that. Y'all got it now? When you going to have any opinion on somebody, y'all, at least just do it on your own, man. I don't have no favorites. I'm free. Meaning, hey, if somebody come up after prayers and they blue and they right, okay. But I'm not buying anything, y'all. And either way, I'm not on no campaign because I ain't getting paid for that. So, if you're not getting paid, stay off the campaign. But what we know, the paid campaign was on Facebook. And there was a lot of broke Negroes getting paid to campaign online. And there was a lot of broke Negroes. See, y'all didn't get the campaign was in the streets no more. The campaign was online, y'all. That's why I also knew when the president got elected, they always gonna go broke. And y'all see, when the president got elected, a lot of YouTube people start disappearing in the chat. Yes, let's go. Because they paid people online to hate the president and promote other stuff or attack people. So the ones they paid to do all the attacking, they ass broke now. All the ones the blue party paid to be online, they cut their goddamn checks. Now they want forgiveness, y'all. We forgive y'all. Now what I want to show y'all, the Pittsburgh Steelers coach Mike Tomlin. Y'all know he got fired. What's the update? I told the people last year, when Aaron Rodgers came to the Steelers, I said last year, he getting fired. I said, this going to be Mike Tomlin last year. When football season was over, it was over for him last year, like I said. Now, I'm only saying that because I want to show y'all something. You see how when you don't got that corporation behind you called Steelers, you don't look the same no more after that? You see it? You see how the mystique is going? Because y'all the powers in the brand. You see how Mike Tomlin look like Mike Tomlin no more? The powers in the brand, y'all. See that shit? When Michael Parsons wanted to trade for the Cowboys, what I say? He's a dummy. He chasing money because y'all trained to chase money. I said, but wait, Michael Parsons don't know. When he leave the Cowboys, his ass going to disappear. You ever heard from Michael Parsons again? Nope. All right, then. I told y'all Aaron Rodgers going to get him fired. Bingo. Now, does he look the same without that Pittsburgh Steelers clout? Nope. Just to show y'all it's a hole in this industry. None of them are where they used to be at. They all in a different position because the party is over. The black experience is over because they were paying a lot of extra money for blacks to keep the black face, black votes, black viewership, black sales, that's what it was. But now they realizing it's over. So now people are apologizing. They begging for forgiveness. And they don't want to be pro nothing no more. Just be regular. Let's move on. Gucci Man is getting his money. Pooh Shiesty can't get his freedom. So allegedly, y'all know Gucci Man was robbed by Pooh Shiesty allegedly. The word is Gucci Man snitch. And now he's going to drop the album and get paid or Pooh Shiesty. It's considered as payback. Allegedly, Pooh Shiesty robbed him. Now he going to make his money off Pooh Shiesty. And Pooh Shiesty ain't getting a penny. That's the story. But it still goes to Atlanta. www. You know what. Now, let's move on. CHRISEAN Rock tells her audience on Kick that she intends to stream her son's speech therapy and that his walker is helping him improve his club foot. But if you ain't tapping to this channel, I said the other day on members only, I figured out, I would say, yo, I don't think she had that child in the walker. I was like, I don't think it's just something wrong with him. It could be as simple as he was not in a walker his whole life. So the members, people that's tapped in, y'all heard the other day, they got it clear. Meaning, I was like, it's a lot of different reasons why something wrong with him. It was pictures. She wasn't holding him correctly. She was partying the whole time. When she got out, she was doing walkthroughs, and then it hit me. I said, yo, I never saw that child in a walker. Then I was like, yo, it could be as simple as he can't walk because he was never in a walker. Because y'all know the child must be in a walker when they're in a couple months old. And I realized she didn't probably do that. So now she's saying, because I said, boom, she could have been got him speech therapy and she could have put him in the walker. Here you got it right here. She says she intends to stream her son's speech therapy and that his walker is helping him improve his club foot because she also is admitting he haven't been in a walker. Because if he was already in the walker, his walking would have already been improved. It's that simple, y'all. So when you got a child of a certain age that have not been on their legs like that, it could be he can't walk because he got noodle legs. He's not used to standing on his legs. If you look at when he was born, or whenever, they always carry him everywhere. She always on the road. If she's on the road, the whole, come on, common sense, y'all. Let me show you how this internet will play you. If she's doing shows, show to show, performing, after she has the baby, what does that mean, y'all? The baby's always in transportation mode. Whether he's always in the car, hotel, flights, he's not getting a chance to be a normal child running around the house in that walker. Once again, what I said on the live, terrible too. At 2 years old, them kids start running around. But what does that mean? We put Junior in the walker about, what age, y'all? About, all I know is when them legs start kicking around and moving around, you picking them up, it's time to get in that walker. When they can fully sit on that, when them feet touch that, I don't want to be wrong. I want to say like 9 months, 10 months, I don't know, somewhere around there. No, I definitely know after a year they're in that walker. After two potty train season. So my whole point was, if he was never in that house running around in a walker, of course he wasn't going to know how to walk. Because once they're in that walker, y'all know they learn how to walk like right after that. Because they basically be walking in the walker just hold them up. And y'all all know this. So, I'm going to say, her getting all that money, moving all around, he ain't had time to be in no walker. But now, and I'm going to say this too, this ain't just CHRISEAN Rock's fault. A lot of them don't know about parenting, y'all. Parenting has to be wanted and taught. You got to want to be a parent. But they was in the clout and fame, so they ain't had time to be real parents. But now it's just starting to show. But she is now, because she got backlash. So allegedly what happened, she was on a live stream with a lot of people watching, and they realized that he couldn't walk and talk. Stuff like that. So, long story short, now she's going to prove to people that she have been teaching them, and it's going to progress. And she want to film the progress. She also spoke about how she want to get permission, because you can't put them on the screen like that. But she says it right here. Now she wants to prove her son's speech therapy and that his walk is helping. That also means, CHRISEAN, you haven't been helping his speech and you haven't been putting him in a walker because he's going on 3 years old next month. But you fixing it now, just fix it. I ain't going to go hard on her because she ain't the only person that don't know about parenting. They don't know. They from the microwave era. CHRISEAN Rock went live on Kick with 2 updates about her nearly 3-year-old son, CHRISEAN Porter. She said she is exploring the possibility of streaming his speech therapy sessions to prove he is making progress. She also claimed that a new walker has helped flatten his previous clubbed foot. I'm going to say this, don't put that boy online, man. I just thought about that. He's already ruined for being online already. He don't need that online. Just do your job, all right? Leave it at that. But if you and Blueface had that in a contract for money, if I find out the rights, even the CHRISEAN Jr. is in a contract, if all y'all in a contract, I see why he gonna be on that camera. We hold social media companies for real harm. The biggest thing happened, y'all. Y'all miss y'all payout. I told y'all the biggest thing happened was the payout. Y'all were on these apps every day, but they admitted to the world it has caused issues. And the trick was the only people getting payouts is in New Mexico. But they admitted that this thing has caused development issues for a whole generation of y'all youngsters. Also, the other thing hidden is these apps, mainly the 2 you love, the book and the gram. Those number 2 apps were used for sneaky links with high schoolers. Also, people were selling a lot of products. High schoolers was buying it. That was against the law. But, hey, urban community, you better get this clear. They admitted that all these apps have ruined their brains. But everybody's not getting a payout. Because while the paperwork went in, a lot of y'all were asleep. Which means if it comes out that your youngster has mental issues and learning capabilities as time go on, problem's going to be yours. You ain't getting no payout. The illest trick ever played online, y'all. That also means they will be hooked on this forever. You know what this payout is also about? The addiction means what they acknowledged is certain people that can't get off here forever. And they never getting off because it's part of their fibers of their depression. They acknowledge how this is attached to the dopamine, the brain. How the youngsters raised on this have a certain addiction and they never gonna go without it. Then I showed you last year the rest of America is promoting for their kids to get offline, go back outside. Parents purposely bought their child a Razor phone and said, when y'all online, you only going to be online in the house on computer. If you're not on a computer in the house, you will not be web surfing all day. Parents went back to the internet, how we were raised, how it's supposed to be. Child filters for all of that. The addiction, the porn, the thirst buckets, the pervs, the sales, the predators, they had to be stopped. So, payouts happen. Here go the lawyers. See that? We hold social media companies accountable. Morgan and Morgan. Now, ask yourself a question. Why are lawyers promoting they'll take your case? And you better get this one part. Basically, they admitted that a lot of people are going to have a lot of issues upstairs in that head. So when they said yesterday, Generation Z ain't dating, that's a mental issue. Generation Z ain't dating, that's a mental issue. When they tell you the young teens are meeting up, a lot of them, using their phone to meet up, all at one spot at one time. All of us, come on, y'all, come on. That's a mental issue. Because this generation can't do nothing on their own. You got it? They can't do nothing. They also are the generation of followers. So they can't do nothing on their own if it's not online and they ain't told to do it. If it's nothing to follow, they don't know what to do. They ain't gonna know how to dress. They ain't gonna know how to talk. They ain't gonna know how to walk. The whole brainwash era, everybody for this at their brainwash, when they talk, they say the word like. You know how when you're on Facebook, you hit the like button? You know how you're on the gram, you hit the like button? I'm going to tell y'all the game. Everybody that's under the influence of social media, whenever they talk, they just say like. They can't stop saying the word like. They'll say the word like, and like, I'm talking about, y'all. That's why I do it like that. Meta find like 567 million people over like harm. You know, to like children with mental health, like on his platforms, like those are people with mental issues that talk like that. Meta find 567 million people over harm to children, mental health, and his platforms. Meaning, they will find 567 million for the harm done to children's mental health. Now, all you got to do is use your brain. This is how smart Meta was. But you think we're going to do these payouts in every state? Now use your brain. You mean to tell me the mental effects go by state? So you saying only the people in New Mexico got mental issues? What about Chicago? What about New York? What about Florida? What about the Carolinas? What about LA? Can't you see everybody else losing their mind online? Can't you see everybody else acting like weirdos? But they ain't getting no check. Cause when Jim Jones on the Brooklyn Bridge and he go live, look to me like he got a mental issue. When Camron on platforms, it's a mental issue now, y'all. The people that believe in online success, it's a mental issue. This what happened, y'all. Y'all communities ain't getting a penny. Case closed. But you know what that means? Millions and millions and millions of followers in y'all neighborhoods, their brains are off. These mental issues are going to show as they get older because they said the youngsters, a lot of their brains didn't develop correctly. What else did they see growing up their whole life online? This is how they grew up, like this. Watching Lil Baby. Young Thug. This is all they know. So now they little babies and young thugs. You know what's a little baby? A grown-ass man whose brain thinks very childish. Hip-hop, it makes you a little baby. You got it? Didn't I tell you we at the point now this shit is a mental issue? Y'all didn't get it. I was trying to tell y'all why you think they doing payouts. They actually paid out money for many different things. Also, anybody who got snatched up on, like, a lot of them got, look, it was lawsuits because people's family members were getting snatched off these DMs. A lot of teens were talking to grown-ups in the DMs and getting snatched up. So on the back end, when this proof came out, people came back to sue. Well, only reason why my child went missing because of your applications, y'all didn't have no filters on here, whatever. But I told y'all guys, they made a payout in New Mexico. But in every state, every city, the urban community is the most turned out and the most willing participants, the most ones that love online, the main ones that been on it every day. They did it all on here from every day, self-snitching, selling food stamps, they did everything on here. And guess what? They the only ones still hooked. They the only ones still on it every day. They the only ones still love it. And they the only ones that ain't getting paid. Only one. Which means generations coming up, you will start to see these issues. The number one mental issue is they can't grow up. What we call slow. You got it? It's called slow. That's why I don't like StreamYard. Most StreamYard people look slow. All right? They do. Sorry. A lot of YouTube, you pay attention, they look slow. All you got to do is pay attention. And then it's slow people, but a lot of slow people watch them. Because the word is, y'all neighborhoods got dumbed down. They got slow. You ain't good at basketball. You ain't good at nothing. You're slow. Got it? That's the program, y'all. The word is, y'all the slowest on this bitch. And the most hooked. And the most incompetent. And still don't respect satellites. And still don't respect that. This will put all your ass in jail. Duh. This man is on camera stealing packages. 3 colognes every man should own. If you don't own cologne, you're not a man, sir. Ha 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 ha. A lot of you guys be online, you're funky. You be online streaming all day. You're funky. If you ain't got no cologne, you ain't got no man, sir. You ain't got no woman either, sir. I tell you this, bro. Don't wear Michael Jordan cologne. Don't wear that. Yes, young man. Grow up. You're 30 years old. Get you some cologne, sir. 3 colognes every man should own. Women have been dealing with Negroes that only wear cologne. They got so used to smelling stink feet and funky couches. They got so used to seeing dirty socks. These women went low level too, y'all. We not gonna play. These women went super low level. They got so used to dirty socks, holy socks. God damn it, man, with the same drawers on. Woman forgot what cologne even smelled like. A lot of women thought cologne was retired. Nope. Sorry. Ladies, if you have not been smelling cologne, that lets you know what type of men you've been dealing with. Same thing with you, bro. If you don't wear perfume, you were dealing with you know what. All right? Sorry. A man is not a man if he does not have expensive cologne in his cabinet somewhere. He don't got to wear it every day. But he must have some grown man stuff. Because he already know when he go out, he going to knock them ladies out with that scent. But, bro, you don't get chicks, so you don't wear cologne. Plus, cheaters don't wear cologne. Stuff like that. But cologne is for grown men. So I'm going to challenge y'all. It ain't about the blue pill, dummy. If you ain't got no cologne, you ain't a man neither. So now, bro, you need a blue pill and you ain't got cologne? Bro, you're very sorry. You got it? Now, youngsters, just don't wear Michael Jordan. You ain't getting none that night. Michael Jordan is a GOAT, and his cologne smells like it too. Yes, it does. If you wear Jordan cologne, you will smell like a goat. Yes, you will. All right, let's go. Every day I'm updating this relationship stuff too, y'all. We're going to watch how this relationship stuff going. We need to love each other more, y'all. We hate each other so much, we by ourselves. We hate on each other so much, y'all. We have nothing left, y'all. Sorry. I just want to be friends now. I don't want to hate no more. All right, y'all. Stop the hate, man. It's too much. More adults say maintaining friendships feel like a second job. I love this topic. I got y'all now. I told you, when you black and you got friends, that shit is a job. Here you go right here. More adults say maintaining friendships feel like a second job because that's what it is. You see that? Y'all forgot what friendship is. Y'all forgot everything, y'all. Let's go into the ways of the new friendship that they love. It's called a BFF. It's called my peoples. Now let me show you what I've told all y'all. In this day and time, if you not independent, all these friends, you're going to stay broke, you're going to stay hurting, you're going to stay in drama, you're going to stay losing. More adults say maintaining friendships feel like a second job. Let's count the ways. Oh, so you still the type, got all these people call your phone every day? You still talk on the phone every day about nothing? But you not getting paid for customer service jobs? You got jobs online, but you talk to your friends on, you still talk on phones every day for hours for free? You got it. Oh, so you still let people hold, you still got friends that borrow money from you? You the friend that go out, you still take the tab? Are you one of those people your friends need you more than you need them? Are you one of the people you don't get into nothing, but your friends always in some shit? Or are you a person, your life is perfect, but somehow a friend always calling you with some bullshit? Or a guilt trip? That shit is a job, y'all. I've been trying to tell my people this shit for years. I'm with the chick, I'm like, are you Oprah? Why the hell I keep turning around? You always giving that advice to your loser-ass friends. I said, don't you get you are actually working? Then these the same friends you go out with, you fit the bill. Y'all don't even know what friends is. So I'm going to tell you for the millionth time. A wise man told me a long time ago, a friend will fry your end. Or a friend will fry you in the end. So you want to know who your real friends are? Stop doing what they want you to do. Start acting a little different. See how they deal. and you see your real friends are. Then you find out a lot of y'all been carrying burdens of fake ass friends for years, like a job. Then you wonder why you don't get ahead. Maybe you don't get ahead because all your friends broke. Maybe you don't get ahead because you got something everybody else don't got nothing. Oh, what does it mean to be friends in the black community? I got a new car. He think that's his car. Obligations, it's a job. Bro, can you give me a ride real quick? Bro, can you pick me up? Yo, bro, it's a guy. Nigga, you trying to turn me into a Lyft driver. That's what y'all gonna do, right? All right. So I learned a long time ago, y'all. I love them to death, but I don't deal with them because they too much. And they get in my way. They get in my way. And I'm not even going to count the stuff they made me lose and ruin. I learned a long time ago. I got love for y'all, but I don't rock with y'all like that. Meaning, we not hanging and kicking unless we on the same exact level. We not doing that. And we ain't doing that other stuff, bro. I don't talk on phone. You so say I don't talk on phones like that. But when I talk about people, we going to talk for a minute. My phone don't ring. I'm a grown-ass man. If it ain't business, I don't want my phone ringing. I don't do that. That's you, bro. Ride around the car. Let me call bro real quick. Bro, you ain't talking about shit. Don't keep calling me, man. That's me. Adults say maintaining friendships feel like a second job. Now, you got friends that know this and use your ass because you a job. Let me tell you about those friends. I'm going to call. I know so-and-so get paid today. They know your ass got paid. Your best friend know all your paydays. All your friends know your fucking paydays. I'm going to ask the whole. I'm going to play it off. I know they got paid Friday. I'm going to wait Saturday night to ask my whole so. Yeah. Or what I'm going to do is, I'm going to drop a sob story on Tuesday, tell her I'm going through this stuff with these kids. But I know she get paid Friday. By Friday, I'm asking, let me hold something. Do you still listen to people that tell you all they bad news so you feel sorry for them and then they ask you, can I have $40? Do you still do that? Do you still have friends that ask to borrow a couple dollars so they can buy weed? Guys, those ain't your friends. Little do you know they ain't buying, you work for them. Little do you know your friends, when you bought that new car, they said, oh shit, we straight. We going out tonight. Why you think when it's your birthday party, your friends come to your birthday party and make your birthday party they party? Because your friends ain't shit. Grow the hell up, all right? Grow the hell up, y'all. Because adults are having a problem with getting rid of their bum-ass friends. When you realize you the friend with everything, are you really the friend? All right. No, let's make it clear. It ain't adults saying maintaining friendships is a second job. No, it's when you got a bunch of sorry-ass friends. Y'all still obligated to friends. When the hell you gonna grow up? When I heard grown-ass woman talk about my BFF, man, grow your stupid ass up. You still talking about your you got a husband, a man, you still talking about your best friend. Man, shut the hell up. Grow the hell up. iPhone users, here we go. The updated tech. Every day I'm gonna give it to y'all. When I said not gonna be free. So, I went through the whole spiel to give y'all Nicki as the example to let you know this is not a Nicki Minaj thing. Because in hip-hop black culture, they gonna spit it as a Nicki Minaj thing. She charging. No, it's an internet thing. It's an entertainment thing. Have against the have-nots. Now, this what's happening, y'all. The internet is going to be a luxury. You know how Gucci store be luxury? You know how Fendi be luxury? Versace? Huh? Luxury. That's what online gonna be. Internet gonna be luxury. Meaning, if you can't afford it, you ain't gonna be on here. The more apps you can't afford, the more you ain't gonna see. How is it playing out? It's playing out already like this. You gonna get old news. Everything you see gonna be old. You gonna be so far out the loop, everybody else gonna be ahead of you because you gonna get everything secondhand. iPhone users may soon have to pay a monthly fee for Siri. There you got it. You got to pay. But for those who just get here, you have to pay already for everything I showed them yesterday. Soon you got to pay for third-party Gmail. You got to pay for Siri. You got to pay for Instagram. You got to pay for all that. If you don't get premium, you will get low grade, bootleg, janky, late. There you have it, y'all. Enjoy the internet while you can because it's all going to be different. They know people been lying, fake numbers, buying, purchasing, stealing, getting over, making all these money off. Look, they know everybody makes money off that phone. TikTok, YouTube. Now you're going to pay for everything, goddammit. You pay it. Trust me. You got it now, y'all? So I want to try to get this the new world. So now you see what I said. Enjoy the internet while you can. Enjoy everything while you can. Because soon, only people that got money going to be enjoying these things. It's coming. Because the plan is to make everybody that's cheap, petty, and broke to make their ass suffer. Yup. You're going to be in a miserable ass world. That's the plan. I also think it's part of 47 of them. I think the fact that they use these devices for so much negativity, the only way we'll get the negative people off, we must make them pay. We can run their ass off with money. That's it. That's all you got to do. Oh, I ain't paying for that. Thank you. That was the plan. Get the fuck out of here. We don't want y'all business no more. So we charge extra on purpose. So y'all get out of here. Bingo. You know how they making it? They want it like this, how they want it. They want it just like this. If you ain't a content creator, they don't want you online no more. If you don't support content, you don't stream music, you don't buy music albums, you don't download podcasts, you don't buy memberships, you don't purchase apps, they don't want you online no more. No more window shopping. No more window shopping. It's coming. That's where we're going to be at. And we're going to be in a world where y'all ain't going to have no entertainment. So just know, a lot of us that's already ahead, meaning if you already got Amazon Prime, Hulu, Netflix, you already ahead. Y'all already know what's up. You got Peacock, meaning you ahead, y'all. Don't look at it like you paying for shit. Look at it like you got access to all this entertainment. It's up for you to use it or not. It's up for you to use it. You know what I'm saying? You got access to whole seasons, series, movies, everything. The vault, you can watch the cop. Man, you can watch Good Times from goddamn Jerry Seinfeld. Whatever you want to watch, you got access. See, the world is like this. I got the TV in my hand now. Got it? I got the whole television at my, you see what I'm saying? I got NBC in my pocket. I got Netflix in my, that's what, y'all don't understand what this is about. It's about consumers. We in a world of consumer now, not influencers. We don't need to be influenced. Consumer. Consumer means the people that spend their money gonna have everything they want. That's why they had to shut down crime. Why? So the shoppers can spend happily, people can enjoy their products and their money. We're in a time of consumership, y'all. Now I'm gonna give y'all a plot. It's the ultimate next level of making the country great again. The country had to sink to shake the bushes of the dirt. Criminals, get their ass out of here. The scammers, the lockers, the traffickers, the dirty cops, everybody that's dirty, get them the hell out of here. The thugs, the gangsters, the drillers, the idiots. Get them out of here. Once we get everybody out of here, it'll bring peace. Once everybody's at peace, everybody can start to enjoy their life, their money, their privacy. And then when they start shopping again and spending their money, they want to worry about crime and all this BS, breaking in their house. And then things will be back great. Like how we grew up in the 80s riding bikes and playing Nintendo. It'll be great. We grew up in the 80s, refrigerator always packed. That's when America was great, idiot. Your dumb brain thought 60s. What they mean make it great? We'll make it like slavery. Man, shut the hell up. But then again, if your life that was great, you don't get it. So, in the 80s, we rode BMX bikes. We watched Married with Children. And we had on fresh sneakers and Jordans and starter coats. We didn't grow up to be bums. We didn't grow up poor. I said it already. Refrigerator packed. Top-notch food. We had a good life in the 80s, y'all. So you ain't lived, I feel sorry for you. Because America's going back to everything I just said. When I said Generation Alpha going to be raised like us with the technology on the side. And this is what I meant by they get all the new generation into what we did plus technology. So when the world is a safer place, now everything is going back to sale, consumer shit. So if you're not a consumer, nobody cares about your ass. Because if you're not a good, let me show you the code. If you're not a consumer, that also means you might be a bad parent. Let me break it down to you. You're not a consumer, that means you don't buy your kids nothing. You're not a consumer, that means you're not investing in your child's future or buying them nothing. Consumership, y'all. Only consumership is respected. Meaning, if you're not a consumer, stay in your place. Kept telling y'all, this ain't about race no more. Everybody talking about race, I can assume you're not successful financially now. That's how the world's set up. It's designed where anybody talking about race, you're probably broke. Because the new world is consumership. The have against the have-nots. Those who have will always have. The money is green. The swipes are digital. Only thing black and white is those money transactions, fool. So, those who have will have. We're in a time now, enjoy your life and don't worry about nobody else. So, 50 Cent is saying, y'all, they all knew what Diddy was doing. Now, get this. This is not a hip-hop topic. This is 50 Cent talking to G-Unit. Excuse me. GQ magazine. I was thinking about the G-Unit sneakers. He's talking to GQ about a bigger perspective of the whole thing without the last of the joke. Saying basically, because people want to know. I saw other people saying it. Other races, other nations, other countries. Everybody that's not in a rap, I've seen people saying it. How is everybody around Diddy all these years and nobody said nothing? Nobody did nothing. That's why I was trying to tell y'all it's a line drawing. They look at everybody as quiet as with the program or has something to do with it. This is how Jaguar Wright by default became a voice, because in the public eye, Jaguar Wright is the only face that went against the industry, and people wanted to understand why nobody else had no goddamn stories and why nobody else is standing up. I told y'all it was a national stage. Nobody stood up for their black culture to say we all ain't like that. We all don't get down like that. Hey, we didn't know. They didn't do that. Cat Williams did. 50 is breaking it down for the rest of America to get it clear. The reason why these things happen, because a lot of people that was around Diddy was turning their head. And they also looked up to him because he had money. So they accepted it. Let's go. 50 added that being around Combs made him uncomfortable, saying he just was a little more touchy. Diddy was touchy. Facts. Don't matter who you are, bro. You around Diddy, he's going to touch you. I don't care if he touch your hand, your arm, your forearm. He's going to touch you. All right. Then came the line drawing. Then came the line driving the 50 Cent Diddy feud back into the headlines. 50 said to the world, he wasn't in the closet. He was like in the hallway, where you can see that there's something going on, but you just don't know exactly what to say. Also, it's because you can't say nothing. That's Diddy. He gonna knock your ass out. He gonna do something to you. All right? What I know. You better get this clear too. It wasn't never about if Diddy had nothing to do with Tupac, y'all. Diddy understood the mystique it created around him, because I peeped it all. I understand that Diddy used that mystique of Tupac to scare the rest of the rappers. Y'all always forget this. After that Tupac stuff, Diddy had a different persona around him, a different aura. Don't play with Puff. You see what happened to Tupac, right? Don't play around with. He had an aura. So they also were scared. Which means Diddy was also smart enough, even though he had to do with that Tupac, he still knew to feed off that aura. Diddy was heavy psychological too, y'all. He understood that. So when I go back in my mind, when he got them working on that album, 97, All About the Benjamins, that was after Biggie died. Jada, all y'all know Biggie died. Huh? They was around Biggie when he died. They might not been in LA. But according to the story, you would never think Jada Kiss was cool with Biggie when he died, because they don't talk about it. Because when Biggie died, Jada, you next up. So what Mace do? Mace left. But Diddy had a persona. You don't end up like Tupac, do you? I understand at that time those rappers were terrified. Two things. Their career and just scared because of the persona, the aura. when Diddy perpetrated a fraud. I told Tupac, stop playing with me. I'm the one got him shot in that whole. I'm the one got him shot that studio that day. It was me. See that? Not saying it was. Now, if you want to be technical, if you want to accuse Diddy anything, his chance of getting popped at that studio is very high. I'm not going to say that hit on him when he died, but him getting popped in his ass in that studio, Diddy might have had something to do with that. See that, Junior Mafia? Don't you ever play with me. Lil C's, don't you ever play with me. I believe Diddy was using that for clout. Something tell me that. Because I was able to see, right, how the guy I always knew as Puff Daddy became this tough gangster guy. And then I started seeing as time went on, nah, they scared of that dude. Why? Because I ain't hear about nobody doing nothing to him. And I was like this. It's impossible for a man that belligerent, that arrogant, to be around New York gangsters that long and nothing happened to him, not once. Not even somebody got mad, pushed Puff, scraped on him, swung on him and missed. I ain't hear nothing. So I was like, nah. I do know Puff had them goals too, but I knew that Puff run them damn rappers. But see, if they did have dreams to be like Jay-Z and Diddy, you see it never happened, right? So what you looking at, 50 is telling us, he's telling the world that they accepted Diddy's behavior because of the money. But see, now that Diddy's gone and the money gone, you'll see they don't look the same. If you don't see anything, you'll see that. They not around Diddy no more. They lost their celebrity mystique, period. They don't got it at all. See right there? Jadakiss like a rapper. He don't look like that no more. Camron, you're right. He's not a rapper no more. He don't look like one neither. Cam just don't. I'm going to say like I said earlier, Cam. I need you to put on for New York one more time, bro. I need you to put the jewels on. I need you to turn back into the real Camron. All right? You must put your jewelry on. You must get fly one more time from New York. Because you ain't looking good, sir. All right? And I'm saying that because you looking like you doing this for money now, bro. You looking like you trying to create traction with Cardi B. Camron is mad because Cardi B didn't put that song on that album. I think he hurt. And on top of that, I think they played his ass. Why? What'd he say? I'll do a song with Cardi. She come on the show. They didn't put the song out. They didn't come on the show. What does that mean? What does that really mean? Now, I'm going to turn you into an A&R to CEO. If Cardi B did a song with Camron and it sounded good, it was a good song, do you think they would have put it on the album? Or do you think they would have just left it off? Cam said that Cardi B people said something about 90s beats and 90s songs. Basically, yo, bro, word is a young generation, they say the 90s songs are trash. How we know that? Because she did Jay-Z's song over and it flopped. Flippity flopped. But what I think happened is they had a lot of songs for the 90s, but that Camron song would mean the world to you. I think it didn't sound too good. And I think they didn't call Cam back after that. And Cam got mad. Because they said, Cam, the song was trash, so the deal's off. Cardi's not coming on your show. Then I think it was another way. I think Cardi was going to come on their show. But I think when Cardi B, people see how him and Mace be joking around and shit, giggling, I think they said it's not a good look for Cardi. No, Cardi's a gangster rapper. She can't be on that type of show. Plus, her fans are younger. They don't watch that stuff. Yeah, I think that's what happened. Cam, knock it off, bro. I'm going to tell you the truth, Cam. If Cardi wouldn't have been on your platform, would nobody cared anyway, because they have fun watching Cardi. More people watch Cardi on Instagram. She got a young audience, bro. So I think they said your brand wouldn't have been good enough for her. Because you were basically like two old men in the church. Especially when y'all got them suits on. Y'all look like two churchmen at a buffet after service. All right? So Cam, another part where Camron played himself, y'all, he told Cardi B people to wait. He told them to wait because he's busy. He said he was busy because he was working on a YouTube channel. Cam, you don't think Cardi B people felt a certain way you're talking about you're busy because you got to put it is what it is together. Camron, you were acting like a YouTube channel was a real job. Bro, it don't take much to go live on YouTube. Camron admitted that he's not a rapper no more. Also in this story, it's kind of like he couldn't rap if you pay attention. They like, Cam, with a verse. They had to keep calling him. He ain't write it yet. Why a rapper, you need a verse? I got you. Next week, tomorrow, I got you. Boom. Cam's taking forever making excuses. I got a show. I'm busy. Bro, you are not busy, bro. Cam, you just in New York. You ain't busy. You don't even do that. Y'all don't do your own covers. Y'all do nothing. How was you busy on your channel, bro? Just say you thought Cardi was a joke. Maybe you was embarrassed from that song. What mean the world to you? Diamond ring, shining things. Even in your head you do. Nowadays, that shit don't sound good. But it's called money. So you was going to do it for the money and the promise if Cardi come on your show. But both didn't happen. Allegedly, according to Camron, Cardi didn't come on the show and she did put the show on the album. The song on the album. So what does that mean? What does that mean? Cardi didn't come on his platform, didn't put Cam on the album. That means, Cam, you might have been trash, and they had enough respect to not say it to your face. Maybe that's what it is, Cam. But now, I think you going broke, and you trying to spin this narrative. Because Hov got you in a jam, sir. Now, I'm saying that because Cam has used this for traction. The young generation said, Cam, you need to be locked up. You're promoting sextortion. You're threatening to expose people over something that happened, but it looked like you're hurt. So Poetic Flacco said, you need to be locked up. He also put down a full breakdown of the word extortion to prove that you were dealing with a certain behavior. And he said, I want Camron locked up. So Camron, the young generation, don't believe you, sir. That also will be in the Cardi B fan bracket. Now I'm saying all that. You've been trying to escape this era, but it ain't going to happen, sir. Nice try, Dave. Nice try, Cam. Nice try, Jimmy. Meanwhile, Dave, go in the room. All right? Yo, puff, man, puff. All right, y'all. So look, the truth is, while y'all all laughing, the joke's on you, idiot. All y'all that said Dame is a clown. I told you, if you call Dame a clown, you got to call Cam a clown. You got to call Jimmy a clown. Because they work for that clown. But what you better get, the reality is, Dame Dash has a real project on Paramount. Camron don't. Jimmy don't. They only get blogger news. blogger, that's it. No, Dame Dash got a real project. Dame Dash played everybody's ass. I told y'all from the beginning. When Dame was doing his thing, I stopped talking. When Dame finished, I go back again. Dame, you ain't tricked me. I just want you to know that. But, Dame, you did trick everybody else. No. Dame act broke. It's reverse. Dame act broke, but he got money. Cam and Jimmy act like they got money, but they broke. See, you know what happened? Dame just acted broke. So, never got to give Jimmy shit again or Camron. That's all he did. Yo, Hov, I don't know what you going to do. I'm going to say I'm broke. Yes, I'm going to play the broke role forever. I ain't giving them niggas shit. Beatty, Oskino, I ain't giving them shit. I'm going to play broke. That's what Dame did. Dame ain't broke, y'all. I said it before. I said Dame is not broke. He playing a role. Because it's two things. You have no proof he's broke. And you have no real proof he got beef with Jay-Z. Because all he does is joke on Jay-Z. Let me show you what I mean. Y'all so sorry. Y'all don't even know what real beef is. Dame, not good. Hey, Dame, you did a good job of playing the hell out of all these dumbass. You did that, Dame. I ain't taking it away from Dame. He outsmarted all these stupid ass. Don't listen to me. Let me show you an example of what Dame does. You see, Dab? What's up, Dab? That's my homeboy, Dab from Brooklyn. Bad style. That's my homeboy. Hey, Dab, your breath smell like doo-doo, son. Yo, Dab, last time we kicked it, you smelled musty, sir. Yeah. Meanwhile, and I'm just joking. That ain't real beef. Ha ha ha. That's all Dame did to Jay-Z. Because y'all slow. Ha 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 ha. See, if Dame Dash really had beef with Jay-Z, he would have hit below the belt. He would have told you in depth. If I asked you, what story did Dame Dash tell you about Jay-Z, you ain't never heard, you ain't gonna get that. Dame fed you all the industry stories you want to hear, mixed in with cinnamon doodle jokes, and a bunch of nothing. Meanwhile, you have no proof they had real beef. Now, if I say Jaguar Wright, if I say D. Haven, it hit different, don't it? Now, what about Dame? Do they really have beef? Maybe they do. Maybe they don't. But they all work for corporation. Chase and Lee, BET. Dame Dash, Jason Lee. They did an interview. Duh. Do you think Jay-Z would be fond of Jason Lee interviewing Dame Dash? You mean to tell me Jason Lee to interview Dame Dash and still got a job? Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. We'll leave that alone, y'all. Just to let Dame know and Cam, nice try, guys. Diddy had y'all ass go in the room. Y'all know what's up. Go in that goddamn room. Nice try, Dame. It did work, not on me. All right? So, when I told y'all the whole goddamn Rockefeller Bad Boy Records staff, A&R, security guard, bodyguard, and the front desk all on YouTube. Got it now? How else they exposed? When Jay-Z stopped talking, they stopped talking. I told you, Jay-Z got paid enemy. Meaning, Jay-Z made movies. Shit, I'm about to go on tour soon. I need to do a movie rollout. I need a bad guy. It ain't a movie without a bad guy. Call Dame up. All right. Call up Dame. Dame gonna do his job. Hate. No, it's called keep Jay-Z name in the algorithm. Tell you what it's about. What I say about, what I've been joked about Cam. I said every week they gotta say Jay-Z. They try to prove me wrong, but they channel singing. I said every week they gotta say Jay-Z. We already exposed about all that already. I said every week, I said they channel built off this and Kanye, 50, the same people, and they gotta talk about Jay-Z every week. They gotta tell the Jay-Z story. They did. They stopped now though. They did. And then I told all them stupid ass New York fake ass thugs, these guys don't got no real beef, idiot. They played y'all. They part of the goddamn dynasty. The only way you know, let me tell you something about this man. Well, you ain't cool with him no more. Your ass ain't gonna be seen no more. You got it? So when he finished with you, you're done. Ain't no such thing as beef with him and you still no. When you call yourself going against Jay-Z and y'all got smoke, somebody in your career gonna disappear. But what I will say, I think Hov paid them all back. I think Hov played a vicious game. Yeah, y'all would diss me back in the day. Y'all took y'all shots on those songs, whatever. But in the end, all y'all gonna be signing me, which means in the end, I'm gonna be on top. To prove to the world, y'all was never on my level. What? If Jay-Z ain't proved nothing, he proved Cam, you was never on my level. What he proved to Jimmy, you was never on my level, sir. How? Man, you was signing me. Guess who owned the rights to Dipset? Bingo. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. No, Hov is the man of that rap shit, y'all. Jay-Z the man of that rap game, y'all. He is. He is. That's why since he took over, I didn't want to be in the rap game no more because I knew what time it was. He runs that shit. That's why Jay-Z be laughing, y'all. Y'all got all this energy towards me. Meanwhile, I own everybody's ass. Jay-Z don't buy buildings. I get it now, Jay. I'm sorry. He don't buy buildings. He buy rappers. You invest in old houses. Jay-Z invest in old rappers. Buy they got them sold. Bingo. That's right. Man, you a corporation. He buy people, y'all. Buy your ass. Jay-Z, bring out the t-shirt, say buy your ass on it. Straight up. That should be gangster. Rock Nation, buy your ass. On the back. That's what he do. So, this man conquered the game and bought his competition out. Now, in the end, guess what else he can do? He can crash their ass. He either could sell them or let them crash like stock. Straight up. If Jay-Z wake up today and say, you know what, Rock Nation, we just going to the Department of Sports and other stuff. We ain't doing that rap stuff no more. If he say that tomorrow, they'll be finished. We not reading up no more contracts. All our rap situations, we left them alone. We got new stuff. They all be done. I think that's where it's coming to soon, too. I believe that. I really do, y'all. Some telling me, man, he gonna bust a business move without them. Some telling me Jay-Z gonna get away from rap all the way. And they gonna be finished. Why? They turned their back on Diddy. So if Diddy came home, you ain't get a penny from him. Just know that. I don't think they gonna ever get money from him if he come home. I think they all been set up so by 2028, all their ass gonna be broke. Yup. Now, Cam, you threatened to expose Cardi B. Hear what they saying about you. Man, you just looking for attention, clicks. You ain't even relevant no more. Listen to a fan tell you, no matter how much you go live, no matter how much you in revolt, then what they say about you. Man, just looking for attention and clicks. You're not even relevant. You was a rapper, now you do stuff for clicks. Y'all have ruined the Rockefeller dynasty. Y'all ruined the Def Jam dynasty. You ruined the Dipset dynasty. And Hov still winning. Got it? Camron. Jimmy. Does Jay-Z own Dipset? Like Snoop own Death Row? If Jay-Z owned Dipset, he the man off. If he owned Diplomats, he the man off that alone. He the man off that alone. Now, hear what they say, Cam. WGAF. Who gives a F? Meaning, you can talk all you want. Nobody cares, Cam. Because this story has flipped as you mad because your song wasn't put on the album. You mad because you ain't get an interview. And you're threatening to expose people's sexual behavior. But Camron, nobody respect that. Your era from the era of slandering for clout, slandering for clicks and views. You guys got to do shit because you ain't got no talent and you're not lit. But it's also being said, if you post anything because you try to get your money, they saying that you are so ignorant, you are incriminating yourself with sextortion behavior. That's why the DJ Academics and Flacco on your ass. Saying that these guys from the era, they think talking tough online, trying to intimidate people. They think exposing people. What's exposing? When you know somebody and you telling their personal business. They think that's respected, y'all. Man, if you try to tell me what you and your friend, if you or somebody's friend, you tell me what they did, I'm going to say you a sucker. I don't respect that shit. All right? I don't respect friends that talk about friends. I don't respect people that trash their own people behind their back. I don't respect that shit. So, all Camron did was try to take Wendy Williams' fucking job. Now you see it didn't work. Cam, when the Diddy trial came out, you went in on Cassie. That's cool. You interviewed the Punisher. That's cool. But that's part of your legacy now. You also told us that Diddy kept dildos at May's house. Something like that. That's cool. So just know, Cam, you ain't away from this. That's why they say nobody care about you, sir. I think Jay-Z just left y'all online to dry. I think Jay-Z left y'all online. Y'all think y'all got a second career, but Jay-Z set y'all up so the whole world gonna watch y'all go broke. That's what happened. The whole world gonna watch y'all fall in y'all face. Nice job, Hov. He set their ass up in the end. That's why they doing shenanigans. Jim Jones from Harlem, he was on the Brooklyn Bridge on the e-bike. Is this for real? I don't know. Either way, it's showing you all the sorry ass shit Jimmy got to do. I'm sorry, New York. This ain't towards New York. This not towards New York, man. Screw all that, man. Ain't nobody city banging. It is what it is. My thing is they rep the city. Now look how they make the city look. Because they played around with this internet game. Y'all were big icons. Now let me rewind the shit. Curtis! Remember that diss song on 50? Curtis! He get paid off that name. What about you, Cam? Curtis! See that? Meaning, all that dissing, all that deep. No, look at Cam as the weakest rapper that needed 100 Negroes and still can't do a podcast by himself. He talking about we gonna get on Cardi when Mace come back. What? His platform's so big, he on the Dancer Project. Rappers, if y'all so big, why y'all always on everybody else's platform for clout and traffic? Duh. If I watch you on Revolt, don't mean I'm gonna watch you on Dancer. Don't mean I'm gonna watch you again on $1 million rapper game. Why you guys keep playing on every hop? Why y'all going from platform to platform, but you so big? Joe Rogan don't do that. Hey, you ever seen Joe Rogan on somebody else's platform? Nope, that's a black thing. Hey, Pat McAfee been YouTubing for a long time. You ever saw Pat McAfee on somebody else's platform? Nope. Because when you a YouTuber and you need views, you need traction, and you need another channel. That's why I brag like that. I ain't never been on nobody else's channel. They need traffic. Cam is reach. You watching Cam reach. He trying to use Cardi B for clout, y'all. Oh, I ain't saying it's Cardi's fault, but her people's, I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? I want my money. Or people about to get exposed. Cam, don't you know you been exposed right now for a lot of stuff, sir? I kept telling you idiots. We ain't in that world. You want to play the game exposed? This is how it works. You going to expose people, Cam, then people going to expose you. And that's how it's going to work. You being exposed right now on TikTok. So there's a lot of stories about you based on TikTok. Yeah, it is. Told y'all deceived by YouTube. Y'all deceived. Cam, you know why nobody believe y'all? Because TikTok is bigger than YouTube. Instagram. The young generation look at everybody affiliated with Diddy as you know what. So since y'all didn't discuss it, you didn't say, yo, let me come over here and beef for the new generation. First off, new generation, I ain't with none of that funny shit, B. You feel me? Like, Diddy, my mans and all that, we from Harlem, but I wasn't with none of that. You ain't say that. You interviewed one of Diddy's willing participants, the Punisher. Were you trying to seduce us with those baby oil stories? Cam, we're not into that. I didn't watch that interview. But you thought it was cool. After Cassie got beat up, UFC, you thought it was cool to interview the Punisher. Now look at you, sir. Hey, Cam, where your jury at? Cam, are you in the contract? Camron, I need you to put on your jewelry, sir. Did you pardon all that Dipset shit? No. I'm going to say Cardi B album said. Cardi B people said, that ain't the same Cam, man. After you left the studio, word is they said that ain't the same Cam. I know, right? He don't wear his jewelry no more. That ain't the same Cam. Cam was still riding the Raspberry Range Rover after 2020. It's online. Cam kept painting that goddamn Lamborghini 8 times. He was still driving it to 2020. That's how I knew Cam ain't had no money, bro. I'm sorry. This man was still riding around the old range in New York City, man. Only in New York they do that stupid shit, man. Made it. They go, Cam. Somehow you missed the Maybach era. I didn't see you with a Bentley. I didn't see the pink Bentley. None of that shit. Because you ain't got no money, guy. Meaning, Dame and Jay-Z got it all. Dame got all Camron money. Dame got it. Dame got his money playing a broke role. Dame was genius from Harlem, man. Dame said, if I play broke, they going to treat me like a broke Harlem nigga. So that means, shit, like a Harlem broke nigga on the corner, they just going to pay me no mind. That's what Dame did. Dame ain't stupid, y'all. Dame, man, you ain't going to convince me nothing, man. Dame playing the broke role. Because if I jerk Cam and Jimmy, and I don't never want to give a shit, I just say I'm broke. Blame it on Ho. Play the blame game. Ho got it all. I ain't got it. Meanwhile, Dame got all their money in the house. Do you really think Dame Dash don't got no more of that? See, Dame Dash is smart. I keep telling you. So you think Dame missed out on Rockefeller money? See, Jay-Z could have bought it back from his ass. Meaning he ain't broke. Jay-Z could have said, look, take this money right here. I'm buying this shit from you. But take this bread. Shut up. He could have did that. We don't know. That's one company. But he also had access to state property and diplomats. So you think he let Jay-Z walk away with all that bread? I don't believe it. I'm not stupid. No proof. No televised courtroom. I didn't see Dame post no courtroom paperwork. Sorry. Nice try, Dame. But I'm also going to build you up and say you got money, fool. And the joke on the fans. Because Dame got more money than Cam and got... No. Dame played the broke role, so he don't got to give state property shit, Oskino, or goddamn diplomats. Him and Jay-Z played a nice game. You don't believe that? Go watch the movie Devil of a Dynasty. Yeah, man, I'm a real hip-hop fan. In Devil of a Dynasty, they stage a breakup. Simple. So I ain't saying this on the movie, but if they don't prove to me they officially broke up, I'm going to say it was Hollywood script. Because Dame still getting money. They told me follow the money. Dame still getting money. Dame ain't broke. Dame getting streams. But he know that a lot of y'all from the streets are ignorant. If I tell them I'm broke and look broke, they gonna believe it. That's what he did. He did it reverse. I can floss and act like I got money like Jimmy. See, I can floss like Jimmy, but really be broke. Or I can have money and act broke. That's what Dame did. He did a reverse Jimmy. Every day, Jimmy's trying to prove to y'all he still got money. Even though he wasn't man enough to pawn the change to get his house back. No, we going to say his change wasn't worth no money to go, God damn it, Jimmy, you pawn them change tomorrow, you have a new car and some money. Man, stop it, Jimmy. Them change, I'm starting to think they ain't real, Joe. I'm starting to think that. I don't believe it, bro. And them chains too big on that camera, I don't see no light. So I'm starting to think y'all all wear most of the night now, sir. I'm sorry. All right. Meanwhile, I think Jimmy is way, man, no. So I'm just telling me, Dame, all you got to know is this, man. Dame got a project. He got money for this. He got money for this. One way or another. He got money for this. He's not broke, y'all. But all Dame is doing is putting out janky-ass YouTube content. Damn, you ain't doing shit but cashing out off niggas that died story. Meaning old school legends that's washed up. You telling their story. I respect that. Get your money, Dame. I like the joke on Dame because Dame the type that can take a joke. But no, the joke's on everybody that thought Dame was a broke clown. No, the joke is on your favorite ass rappers. You got it? So Cam, until you pull out the shines, until you make us in New York proud, with the you got to do the Cam drip one more time. I respect you, sir. But if you don't do that, I'm going to assume you're broke and you're using Cardi for clouts. So when 50 said Diddy wasn't in the closet, he was in the hallway. Here's the hallway. These parties, these things were going on the entire time. Those things that whether you noticed or not, nobody said anything about any of this for all these years. But they were the main ones with him. So, like he said, y'all, you could see that there's something going on, but you just don't know what exactly to say. He just was a little more touchy. He liked to touch on people. And 50 said this main thing right here. And in hip-hop, it follows aspiration. Hip-hop is a culture where they don't got no goddamn father. So they look up to other men. And if that man is successful, they going to look up to other men. Anybody without a man in their story, I'm going to assume you looked up to Diddy. It's also reflecting y'all ain't had no father because y'all looking like grown-ass punks. Y'all cannot be successful since y'all daddies are gone. Got it? So, it's right here. It's just history, y'all. It's right here. Meaning, it ain't our fault. I told him in the end, it's all going to be exposed. 50 Cent is talking to GQ, not no goddamn hip-hop blog. He's talking to the world. Separating himself. Explaining the details that went on within the community. Because 50 and I and others know. The whole world wanted to know. How the hell did he get away with this all these years? Nobody said nothing. So 50 is just explaining it was because of the money. They accepted it. These people do anything for money? Yeah. You can buy their ass for any price. That's who they are. Fabulous, when we going to party. Jadakiss, when we going to party. Meaning, throughout the years. But that's why everybody's saying, how the hell all these years nobody said nothing? So now what I'm telling you is, we at the level now where they all are being accused of being guilty by association or one of his victims. One of the two. It's not my fault. They looked at these rappers that been around Diddy, Fabulous and them, they looked at either they were participants or victims. That's how they look at them. Ain't no more innocence. I ain't do nothing. I ain't know. Nope. Because 50 Cent tell you right here, Diddy was out the closet. He was in the damn hallway. All right? He was like in the hallway. See right here. He wasn't in the closet, Fifth said. He was like in the hallway where you could see that there's something going on, but you just don't know exactly what. But after the trial, we found out what all the stuff was about. How he been taking all these drugs and these toys and all this behavior. So, here go the truth, man. Then on top of that, y'all all heard many stories about Diddy from other races. Y'all heard what he do. Because the story is he made men touch it. So if he made a rapper touch it, ain't no rapper gonna tell. He made rappers touch it and kiss it. Yes, he does. So when they say he's in the hallway, he go to the hallway right here. He was outright. So let's slow this down, y'all. Because they making a payout for slow people online, right? How the hell did they think being quiet was going to get away from this shit? When all they had to do was roast him. As you roasting Cassie, roast Diddy ass. As you trashing the ball, y'all supposed to be so real. I've never seen real Negro so quiet from New York. I've never seen New York so quiet when it came to Diddy. But that's how I knew Diddy's power. When Camron joked and dissed everybody, he ain't sneak this Diddy not once. Jim Jones ain't sneak this Diddy not once. I was like, nah, something else going on with that. Something else going on. That's what I said. So we're going to leave it at that. Then what else I know? They was around Diddy the same age as YK Osiris was. And that's why Diddy get accused of all that behavior, because a lot of entertainers be around him first when they young. We can go through a whole list on that. That's why I say they're not going to talk. If you had him in an interview, say right now, Fabulous, how old were you? You met Diddy. Hey, so-and-so, how old were you first saw him? They ain't going to tell you that. Because by the time they get the deal, the money, and the name, trust me, they was already around. That's why it's in the story of Mason Camron. They was around when they was in goddamn high school. YK Osiris, what happened to his career after Diddy? All right, then. It was always in your face. Meaning, they looked up to him. They dealt with his behavior because they thought it was going to be beneficial. And he was their sugar daddy. Jay-Z and Diddy is the sugar daddies of the industry. They take care of all the New York rappers except 50 Cent and Nicki Minaj and Nas. Those are the facts. If you want to prove me wrong, you got to see how many of them made money without being around them or being affiliated with them. You've been around long enough to know is certain people been on Revolt, certain people never been on Revolt. No, y'all, I told you the internet is what exposes them. The internet was never their friend. Guys, see 50 on national TV? What I mean by that is this. Guys, I'm going to ask you all this. How the hell you go from movie cameras in front of you, the greatest cameras on the earth, movie cameras, TV studio cameras, the biggest, greatest on the earth, national exposure. They go from that and thought YouTube was a stepping stone forward. When a lot of them, all they had to do was perfect their craft and say, you know what? I'm not settling for YouTube. I'm about to get back in some of these new movies. I'm about to start doing some new shit. I'm about to rebrand myself. I'm about to do some other shit. I ain't doing that. No, they didn't do that. My whole point is, y'all, nothing separated no rapper from 50, Kanye. They all had the same opportunities. But one thing I noticed, the people that Diddy and Jay-Z control are the ones with no money. Because it's like real life. When you hang around rich people, or whenever you're hanging around somebody with more money than you're never going to get the money you're supposed to get. Because also hanging with people with more money than you try to keep up with them, you're going to be spending your money. Puffy the type, make your ass spend your money. I ain't stupid. I know niggas like him. He the type, you hang with him, he going to make you spend your money because you hang with me. You trying to impress him, he hang with all these rappers, spend their money up. Meanwhile, y'all, Camron was in movies before 50 Cent. Paid in Full came out before Get Rich or Die Trying. Get Rich or Die Trying is also playing on YouTube right now. Huh? Camron was in movies before him. Why was Camron in movies? Because Dame put his ass in the movie. If Dame didn't put Cam in the movie, would he been in the movie? Nope. Who put Cam in that movie? Give him his credit. Jay-Z, goddammit. If Jay-Z ain't put him in that movie, would he been in the movie? Nope. All right then. Jimmy was Camron's hype man. If Jay-Z would say, I don't like Jimmy, get his ass out of here, would he have been a hype man? Nope. Jay-Z controlled the whole Dipset movement. He just told Dame, you deal with their ass. Don't worry, Dame, in the end, we're going to get rid of them and stay prop. Dame, you set it off. Dame, go on 106 and Park and say that Cam and Beatty going to be the CEOs. And after that, we going to dip off. That's what they did, sir. If I asked you a question, who still get paid or paid in full to this day? Could you prove to me Dame Dash don't get a penny? Rockefeller. Look, Dame Dash was controlling the film department. Huh? Oh, yeah. Paid in full is playing right now we speak. Do you have any proof Dame Dash still don't get money or paid in full? All right. All right. Told you, big-ass kids. Since you want to talk about rap at 50, I just had to tell you what really happened. You have no proof of nothing. One thing you got proof of, Jay-Z controls the show. So if I respect anything about that man, I respect the hell out of how he pimped the shit out of Dipset. I respect that part. I respect that man with that. See that? You gonna pick and choose your favorites. I don't got nothing. I'm gonna just tell you what it is. Nobody stopped them from being successful, y'all. Nobody stopped them, y'all. They came out before 50. They was winning before 50. 50 even got shot up, was set back. They were still winning. Why did it pan out like this, y'all? The only difference is 50 wasn't under Diddy like them. 50 wasn't under Jay-Z like them. When 50 was asked to be taken shopping by Diddy, he said no. And I think everybody else said yes. Looks like Diddy bought that jacket. Got it? Diddy had the perks of that money. You got it now? Y'all all got it clear, right? There's no excuse. This ain't Fat Joe, Jadakiss, Camron. They all had the same opportunity. But one side always want to be up under Diddy. See, another thing they don't tell you, well, I mean, we already know. Once it was announced Diddy was a billionaire, they was up on his ass ever since then. Ever since he was a billionaire, they all been back up under his ass since he was a billionaire. That's what happened. When him and Jay-Z became billionaires, that's when Camron was a friend again. Get it? Once they made it, see, they cut their ass off so they could be billionaires. But see, when Diddy and Jay-Z became billionaires, y'all can come back and hang with us. That was about it. Because of that money, it was a big-ass gap. But my whole point is, nobody stopped none of them from being 50 Jay-Z. The proof is in the end, which is the truth. This shit was based on business deals, moves. Y'all also know 50 went bankrupt. He went through all that already. So, guys, what you see is what you get. It's showing me that they not that smart. They was only big because of the industry favoritism. Now I'm going to show you Camron and Jim Jones. Meaning, if you Camron, On was pimping his ass. Dame came and saved him like a slave for the plantation. Dame came and got his ass off that record label. Dame freed his ass. But what happened? Jay-Z owned his ass after that. Reality, they didn't make a lot of money during that Dipset era because Cam was already in debt. Why you think they couldn't buy their rights back? But on top of that, Jay-Z owns the shit. Why you think Jim Jones went back for that Rock Nation deal? He knows who owns those rights. Something like that. Got it? So what I'm saying is, they were trying to be tough street. Nothing stopped them from being successful. Now also, my New York people, step your ass up. Remember Jim Jones always had some shit for sale? I want y'all to see how he played this hustler persona. 1 minute, I got this, I got that, I got the cell phone, I got the vamp life, I got all these projects from fucking China, I got China products, I get shit pennies on the dollar, I got all this merch, I'm this fly nigga, nobody buying the merch. Fronting. They wasn't making no real money, y'all. Then it was a whole bunch of them. What was the real Dipset? 40 Cal, J.R. Ryder, huh? Hell Rail. They was the streets. They fed off that. Now, what really happened is, J.R. Ryder, these guys couldn't pay you like that because they were broke. They had money, but just enough for them. Guess who got all that Dipset money? Dirt, 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 dirt. So, they was going to win regardless. You got Jay-Z behind you. You got Dame Dash behind you. You got Russell Simmons behind you. You got everybody you need. Of course, you're going to win. But the truth is, Mace eated the hell out of Cam. Cam became his friend after that. Cam's career was over when Mace eated him already. Cam's career been over, y'all. Like I said, I'm just going to leave it at that. That's why they said this right here. Man, you just looking for attention and clicks. You ain't even relevant no more. That's you, Cam. You're not cool no more neither, sir. You must bring the jury back out. Where it is, Cam, you sold all that Dipset jury. All of it. And the Rockaway stuff. On that note, man, I'm going to get out of here. Don't listen to nothing I say. Nothing I say is a fact. But they want to play the YouTube game. Now they got to play. And don't forget, academics cook Camron. They educate him about his ignorance. Bro, take that ignorant shit somewhere else. You online threatening females, people, even if people are rainbow, you're threatening to expose their male pictures. Nobody respect that, Cam. People saying, this is how it works, Cam. If you lit like that, sir, you'll win. If you lit, people will beg to be on your show. If you really lit, trust me. Trust me. Y'all got platforms, but you don't want to pay. Y'all don't have nice interviews. All y'all interviews suck. Y'all have has-beens, nobody. Y'all look for free discount interviews. That's why y'all corny. And Vlad official. What I mean is this. All the dialogue, you goddamn been ruining your platform. Dame Dash on for a month. Now you got Mike Jones. Horrible. Horrible. It's not called Out of Dialogue no more. It should be called that. It should be called hip-hop therapy. Every artist that be on Out of Dialogue now look like they got a goddamn mental issue because they fell off so bad from Hollywood. You should start calling Out of Dialogue goddamn hip-hop rehab. Call it that shit. Meaning, do a segment, call it Black Hollywood Rehab. That's how that shit look. Meanwhile, nice try, Dave. Nice try. On that note, it's Friday. Y'all enjoy y'all life. We gonna get out of here. Ain't no party like a Diddy party. And 50 Cent, now I'm gonna say this, y'all. To the rest of the world, 50 Cent tried to clean it up for the community, y'all. He went on there. He tried to let the people know. No. The black, they not with everybody. Not with that stuff. It's just some people was with it. Not everybody. That's all that was. You got it? If 50 Cent was to shut off all his platforms today, he still would be winning. Could every other rapper say that? Could every rapper say that? Can Camron look you in the face and say, I don't need you two to get money. I don't need this shit. Can he say that? Nope. It's the truth. They can't say that. Jay-Z set all of them up where, in their mind, they thinking they gonna blow up. Jay-Z made a setup where he made it where we gonna watch everybody we looked up to go broke, and that's gonna be his proof he the GOAT. He gonna prove he the GOAT because he gonna be the last man standing. Those are facts. Y'all ain't get it yet? Jay-Z older than them. He look more healthy than them. Jay-Z older than them. He doing everything better than them. Jay-Z is older than them. He got better chicks than them. You have no proof of bad chicks. You have no proof. No proof. So, like I say, that's why I call them sorry. They not even half a Diddy or half a Jay-Z. If I was Diddy and Jay-Z, I'd be ashamed of their ass. Yo, ho, these niggas around us 30 years. Look how they panned out, bro. Them niggas ain't learned nothing. Yeah, bro, them niggas ain't learned nothing, son. Told them niggas all that tough shit ain't gonna work. Y'all not getting, they was around 2 billionaires, but they didn't learn nothing. Nothing. None of them even got 10 million. They were around billionaires. They don't even got 10 million. Are you getting this shit? Something wrong with them, y'all. Because the word is, everybody that was a victim, they got them broke. That's the word. So, hey, we'll leave it at that. Oh, y'all can front for our generation, but the new generation don't look at y'all like that. They look at y'all as has-beens, trying to make a name for yourself. But it's not working. So, Cam, I want you to shut me the hell up and throw the jewels on, sir. You know the New York challenge. It's a New York challenge, sir. Cam, you must on your finest. You can't rap Harlem no more. Because if you don't do that, at this point, you're embarrassing Harlem and New York. Cam, put the jury on, sir. Jay-Z looking like the old Jay-Z. You ain't looking like the old Cam. Got it? You ain't looking like the old Jimmy. You looking like old Jimmy for real. All right, so let's get it clear. Hey, it was fun hating on Jay-Z, but he's still winning, y'all. That's called reality. On that note, we're going to get out of here, y'all. I ain't messing with them no more. I don't even like talking about them. The New York rappers are also the most sensitive ones. They are. They're sensitive. Jay-Z y'all ain't getting how Jay-Z made Fabulous and Jim Jones be in the group. He put them in the group, y'all. Jay-Z put Fabulous and Jimmy in the group, Star and Mano. He put them in the group. Not to rap, to be podcasters. Jay-Z made them be in the group. Yo, Jay-Z put Jimmy and Fabulous in the group. Like Matthew Knowles did Destiny Child. He said, Jimmy, you ain't doing shit. Call Mano. They ain't doing nothing anyway. Put them niggas in the group like Destiny Child. Yo, this dude Jay-Z hilarious, man. Him and Diddy, man. If them niggas ain't in this game ain't nothing. 50 holding it down, though. But I told you, they the pillars of this shit. All right? So now y'all got it. We gonna get out of here, y'all. Enjoy your day. We gone. I'll holler at y'all later. And CHRISEAN, we gonna salute you for trying to be a better parent. Because anybody else, you follow CHRISEAN, if your kid cannot walk by 3, they ass going to social service. And somebody gonna snitch on your ass. So other than that, we gonna get out of here, y'all. One.